It has begun again.
Welcome. Welcome is the stream. Which is German, I believe, for hello, how are you doing?
So, is that right?
I would love to start, but we are missing someone out of Roll20.
Oh, I'm in. Kurt's not on yet.
Randon isn't, and Randon needs to change his name as well on Zoom. Zoom.
I'd done it already once, but I'll do it again.
Joined again.
Yes, because you left and come back.
Participants.
Guess who's back?
Rename.
Back again. Randon's back. Tell your friends. God. Guess who's back? Guess who's yeah, a bit of Slim Clegg there for you.
Fortunately.
There you go. How's that?
That's a good drink. The real Slim Random.
Yeah, apparently.
Two junkyard girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. I said, notice I changed it from trailer park to junkyard. See what I did there? It's thrown in backstory.
Yeah. Shit song is still shit regardless.
Touche. I'll mute again.
Right. Because I have Swiss cheese for a brain, I've forgotten exactly what we were doing last week. The week before. Was it the week before that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me open my notes.
I believe.
Still getting everything open.
Yeah, I believe Randon and Eleanor were in the pub. I wasn't sure if you guys were sick or not because he was bringing you illness. He was bringing you medicine, was he not?
Well, Lucian and Randon had been at the blacksmith while Eleanor was doing chores, and Eleanor made his way back to said tavern.
Right. Eleanor and I go into my uncle's junkyard and find him missing.
No. That was it. Eleanor and Randon were expecting some sort of medicine because somebody threw a stone at someone and someone got kicked in the face, if I remember rightly.
That did happen.
It did happen. Ivan gets attacked by a goblin, barely gets away.
Randon attacked Eleanor from behind, and Eleanor went, I'm not having this.
I stabbed him in the face or something, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, taking up from then, because we haven't got Lucian with us tonight, because, well, he was, what word shall I use here to describe Lucian?
Dumbass?
No, yeah, I tried to wake you and you shoot me in the face. That's what happened.
Yeah. He stabbed you.
It says he shoots me in the face with his crossbow.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
That's what it was.
Right. So anyway, Lucian has returned from the apothecary, and he was speaking to the knights downstairs. Anyway, he has decided to give Eleanor and Randon their medicine or their first aid treatment, whichever it is they wanted. So any wounds of yours have been healed now because you had a good night's sleep. And Lucian has left early morning. He's left a message with the landlord for you, stating that he will be away for a while. He has gone on a quest or / patrol with the knights from the local area.
I believe, if I'm reading it right, it was for ultimate knobhood.
Yes. Lucian has left to become a bigger knob.
Sounds about right.
Hey, he's not here to defend himself. He's getting it in the neck.
It was ultimate knobhood.
Yeah. Well, no, he's going to become a bigger knob. We know he's an ultimate knob to begin with.
Okay. We didn't know it was possible.
No, we didn't know it was possible. Okay. Ivan.
Indeed.
The morning has broken. You see the beautiful city in your sights. There's the walls of hope, the smell of population, the scent of suburbia, The hint of urbanism, and thank God you're out of the forest because you fucked up with it.
Yeah, well, I've been in the goddamn forest, what, about a week?
For a week, yes. Eleanor and Randon have spent a week in town. Would Eleanor... All right, Randon, would you like to give me a roll of a d6, please, sir? Right. 6 times your daily allowance, please, for your doing your work. Eleanor,
Yes, sir.
I do believe you need to give me a d6 as well.
All right. Let me take a look at my. Pop that out.
So if I'm on, I thought I was muted. So if I was on, if my status is silver 2, it'd be 12 silver then.
12 silver, yes.
Okay.
You have spent the week doing some work while waiting.
Oh, we
for,
both rolled 6s. Wow.
Well done, both of you. You both get 6 times whatever your daily allowance is.
Oh. It's 60, whatever the hell the dice roll is. I can't remember. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't remember what your dice roll is for that.
If they get 2 a day, so it's 6 days basically. So it's 62. No, what am I talking about? Yeah, ignore me. Forget me. I'm full of chocolate. Right. So, Ivan, you finally made it to the city, my friend.
Indeed. Where do I come into the damn city?
Bottom right, it looks like. Southeast.
Go across right. Go across that light slightly.
Yep, I am.
There you go, sir. You have left Ash Lambert and his mercenaries. You have told them where they need to go, and they are trotting off to your brand new place of working area. Your tower and your valley. Sorry, I tell a lie.
Yes.
I assume that the orders you've given to him are secure the valley and make it safe.
Basically, yeah, just hold up the place, make sure it isn't being attacked and falling apart, basically.
Taken by bandits again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so, gentlemen, the new day has dawned. What do you plan on doing with your days, everybody?
Well,
Not to interrupt. Point of order, really quick. Is there a K in knob? Just for my notes.
If it's Orky, yes.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
actually, no. If it's an Orky knob, it's NOB.
Okay.
If we're calling him a complete and utter knob, it's KNOB.
Okay. Noted. Proceed, Wayne.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm going to spend the day trying to find everyone, because I have no idea where they're going to bloody be. My best guess will be somewhere nearer the docks, but that's a guess.
Okay. All right. So I would suggest you work in a search pattern then.
Yeah, I'll head towards the docks first. I'll start at the bottom and work my way up from the taverns, basically.
Okay, that's a hell of a jump. So that's taking you about an hour.
Yeah, that's fine. Just let me know when I've done all this. I'm just going to slowly stroll up, looking at all the taverns.
Eleanor and Randon, what do you have planned, gentlemen?
Go ahead, Aaron. I'll let you go first. Unless...
I mean, I still have business to conclude.
Okay. And do you know where you're going for said business?
I am looking.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to ask around to see if I can find Arfon Meredith.
Oh, yes.
He's the witness of the deed that says Arfon receives a junkyard upon the death.
That wasn't here.
Yes, it was.
Like...
I found a copper key in the fireplace. It unlocks the box. 176 silver. Deed witnessed by Arfon Meredith.
Yeah.
Arfon...
Arfon Meredith, if you remember, right, out of character, it was the fence in Reichsgard.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sorry, in Altdorf. My bad.
In Altdorf, yeah.
It's Eleanor's fence mate.
Okay.
You are down here at the moment.
So
you're looking for your uncle, remember?
All right. So then scratch that. Then if I knew that, then I would look. I would actually ask Aranor to help me find the Shadow King.
Well, Shadow King is Altdorf as well.
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah. So
shit.
You headed this way because you were looking for your uncle, remember? Because he left you a message saying he was going to Altdorf. Going to Reichsgard. Ubersreich!
Are we going to take the hobbits to fucking... not Isengard, obviously, at the moment. We're taking it to the capital of the Empire, apparently.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
So, out of character, the note that I found that was on that was written in special ink that tells me to watch out for the Shadow King.
Yes.
Because he owes him 100 gold. Mm-hmm. His agents are looking for him. So...
And if you remember, he left. He told you he did leave a message to say he was leaving to Ubersreich to find more funds.
Okay.
Because you found those strange bullets.
Yes.
I don't see any of my notes saved from. Or maybe we never actually got to the point where we had discussed out of game. I think that might be the trouble I'm running into right now.
Maybe.
So, I mean, I remember going to the tavern I was supposed to go to, and the gentleman I was there to meet walking through the illusory wall into the alley. And then I followed him. Huh? And then we had the conversation that... And that's where my brain goes away.
Right, you had the conversation about the diamond.
Uh-huh.
And you said, yes, I have the diamond here, and you showed him the fake.
Mm-hmm. Well, I showed him the scepter, the box, and let him look at the box. And he opened the box up and looked at it and saw it in there.
Yes, that's what you showed him. And then I believe you said something along the lines of you'd get to meet the... God,
I'm waiting to meet Holdfast.
That's it. You'll meet Holdfast. I don't know. Holdfast was the guy in the tavern, wasn't it?
That was my suspicion, but he didn't never say he was Holdfast.
Yeah.
Is there a flea market of sorts?
There is.
I'll head down that way.
Right. As you look at the map on the screen now, yeah. That a 22 is the hold of the witch hunters. 23 is the dock area. Sorry, this up here is the dock area, as we know. Yeah. Down here is a merchants and crafters area, and over here is your slums. That's where you probably find your flea market.
Okay.
Obviously, there's slums here as well. So, but you know.
All right, I'll head in that direction. I'm gonna let Aranor know what I was doing.
Okie dokie.
So, what were you doing?
I'm heading off to the find a sort of flea market. See what kind of wares, what kind of interesting things I can find.
You're looking to go shopping?
Kinda. I mean, I might stop by the witch hunters and ask a question or two. But
about what?
Oh, this and that.
Fair enough. All right.
Pertaining to my uncle,
I mean, unless you're wanting company.
Do you have any business to take care of?
I've got some snooping around I need to do. Don't know exactly where that's going to take me yet.
Would you like some company with that? Maybe we can go together for all sorts of these things.
I mean, we could start at the flea market. I'm sure there will be all sorts of interesting characters at a place like that.
Is there a special way to protect your purse? I've never been a man of means, but I'd like to hang on to what I've acquired.
I kind of give you a look at. So starting with, see where you have your coin pouch hanging kind of off your back hip there?
Yeah.
Shift that around towards the front to where it hangs down and actually tucks slightly into your pocket there.
What if I pretend it's a gigantic nutsack?
That's a little obliquitous. You don't want somebody touching you in the nuts.
Or do I? I mean, well, I guess you're right.
I'm just saying, if you can tuck it into a pocket there on the side, you'll be more likely to feel it get tugged on.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody tugging on my nuts.
Well, I mean, like you say, or would you?
Uninvited.
There you go.
So, okay.
So you guys are still upstairs in the tavern at this point, I take it?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm assuming slowly strolling down the river.
Yes. So we're up in the tavern by 23.
Well,
up there.
You're up here by the tavern.
Okay.
Lucian is he's having a swim, but he's actually gone out on a patrol, so he's over there somewhere.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll head down south a little ways. I hear there's some good stuff over there by that church.
Are you stopping for food or?
Well, what does the tavern have in the morning? We come down.
You come down and say, good morning, my friends. You have food. I have plenty of food for you. We have porridge. We have meat. We have many things. Many things. Toast, bread, cheese, honey. I ask my daughter, she gets you something nice. You have a good time. We all have fun. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yes.
She come now. She bring you plate of food.
Do you perchance have soft boiled eggs?
Soft boiled
eggs, yes.
What is this word?
It's you boil the egg for about 4 minutes and it leaves the insides just slightly runny. It's not. I mean.
Chicken obulations. Yes, I have chicken obulations.
Exactly so.
I get you chicken obulation. Yes.
Okay. All right. And you know how to boil it?
One second. You boil it? No. You crack it open, you fry. No.
You want me to show you how to do it? This will be a smash hit for everybody here.
No. You stay away. Stay away from kitchen. I find something to do. Don't hold it.
Just drop it into boiling water for about 4 minutes. That's it.
Drop it from this side, this low.
No. I'm sorry. Place it in gently so it doesn't crack.
Place it in gently. Don't want to put my fingers, no?
If you want, but it might hurt a little bit.
Okay, so you
use a spoon. Use a spoon.
You place it in the water. Do you clean egg first, or do you just put it straight in water?
Either way, it adds a little flavor. It doesn't matter because you're gonna crack the egg open when you peel it anyway.
But why not crack it open and cook it on on hot skin?
You can do that, and that is a wonderful way to cook chicken eggs or opulations, as you call them.
Yeah,
but yes, We'll go with that. I like that.
Okay. I tell you what, I get so let's get this straight. You take obulations, you put in warm water, cold water, hot water. Hot water.
Boiling.
Boiling hot water.
Boiling.
Right,
piping hot.
And how long do you leave it in there for? 10 hours, 6 hours, a week?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, you count to 60 4 times. Not 64 times. 64 times.
You count to 64 times.
Yeah.
This sounds like a lot of messing around just to how chicken obulations you could do on Skittles. No problems. You stay. I tell you what. I give you ale. If egg not work, you have free ale. We are good. Yes, we have.
Okay.
No porridge. No meat. You have chicken in water. No problems. She go do it now for you. 4 minutes. 64 times. Yes, 4 times 60. That's right. I'm supposed to go get no problem.
Good man. I'll
have
some of that bread and butter as well.
She go and do your eggs. She have good time. I'm sure. I'm very worried about this. How do you eat this?
I'll show you. You peel it, and you put a little salt and pepper on it, and you just eat it.
You peel egg.
After it's boiled, it becomes hard. Yes.
But egg hard. But you peel egg. You peel a hard egg.
Exactly.
You use knife?
No. You just crack it a little bit. You just crack it and roll it, and
you crack it and peel it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Make some for yourself.
No. I fine. You. I tell you what. You have your peelable hard
ovulations.
Cookied egg. Ovulations. Yes, ovulations.
Yeah.
And I go and make myself a bit of meat, cheese, porridge, nice bit of honey.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want?
About this time, Aranor walks up and he's like, "Yeah, I'll have that, barkeep. I'll have that. That sounds good."
No problem, sir. I take one moment, Mr. Egg person. I shot you in a sec. Yes, proper full breakfast. Would you like ale or fruit juice?
Well, I mean, a little bit of both, right?
You have ale fruit juice, no problem. One fruit juice as well. It's local fruit, very nice.
I'll have a little bit of meat as well and bread with that.
Meat and bread
with the ovulation
and the weird chicken thingy.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I promise.
The hard peelable egg. I see. Peelable egg. I know. I don't understand.
Yes.
Right. Well.
This ought to be interesting.
Yeah. The lovely young lady comes out and delivers Aranor his food. On his plate, he has a nice big hunk of pork, almost salty free, crackling on the top. It looks lovely. He has a large bowl of porridge, a nice big slaver of honeycomb, and some fresh bread, and a small glass of a purplish juice.
Interesting. I'll smell the juice.
No problem.
It's prunes.
Okay, roll the dice, please.
He's gonna have a massive shit after breakfast.
Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is.
You get some great
what dice am I rolling?
Sorry?
What dice do you want me to roll? D100 or D6 or what?
Roll against your it's not your survival. It's you're basically trying to identify it. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Perception.
I could do like
roll a perception check to see if you can perceive what's actually inside the glass. Because it's almost not syrupy, but it's quite gloopy. Excellent. You take a sip and realise with great delight that it's freshly squeezed plums. It's like a plum juice.
Nice.
It's prunes.
It's plums.
They're just shriveled prunes.
Watch out, Randon, or you're going to get salmonella, and then you'll be spending all the time on the toilet.
It fits the meal well enough. I'll sip it along while I eat.
Either that or he's going to get kicked in the goddamn plums.
Yeah, definitely. As we're talking along, the young girl comes out and motions to her father. He looks up. One second. I back in minute. What is it? 1 minute. 4 times. Okay.
What would you say?
I thought he was actually talking to somebody else. I'm like, who's in there?
Say? Mess in the kitchen, you say?
Let's have a look. How many so far? Are you sure peelable eggs?
Did you drop the eggs into the water?
No. Are you sure they're supposed to be peelable? They run one piece. They no crack and they no break and everything fine?
Yeah.
The girl comes out with a bowl of water with your 4 eggs sat inside it. And on the tray, she has she has your meat, she has your bread, and she has your fruit juice.
Okay. And I give her a silver to say thanks.
She smiles at you and scarpers off. What's that? Silver? Oh, thank you, sir. You're wonderful, sir. Thank you very much. You're very good job.
And I take one of the eggs out and I kind of roll it to
Aranor's looking very oddly at Randon right now, like, what the heck is that?
So let me get this right. It's not peelable, but you roll egg.
I'm cracking the thing and I'm peeling the shell off.
I hope table will clean. Well, table clean, but you need to make sure table clean. Obviously, yes, okay.
I get the shell peeled off and I say, see, and it's a hard egg, right? Did they do it correctly? did they boil it for 4 minutes?
Roll your perception check.
All right, hold on. Perception.
I hope they are good at cooking.
Perception roll. Submit. Oh shit!
Wow. Yeah, he's screwed.
So I have no idea.
They look boiled to you, right?
To your eyes, they look perfectly fine.
Mm.
Yes, as you rolled it and peeled the shell, it felt a little soft, but no more than normal.
Okay. And so I take a bite into the egg. Is the inside just slightly running?
Unfortunately for poor Randon, telling them to boil an egg for 4 minutes when they actually have no concept of time when it comes to cooking in that respect, because they don't have timers in this day and age. You notice that, yes, your egg is well and truly hard-boiled. It's a little soft because, well, you put plenty of pressure on it. Unfortunately for you, the yolk is almost grey in colour because the eggs were not fresh. They had sat around for a while. However,
it's got a flavour to it.
Is that right? The Daxpo's colour, grey, greyish yellow. Are you sure not to cook on skittle, nice and cooked and crunchy and yolky and lovely? But,
yeah, let's go with your way.
Okay, no problems. I do you a nice breakfast tomorrow. You have blood pudding. We kill cow, fatten up. You love it.
It was worth a try.
See what it was. As you notice, as you look down at the water is almost still boiling hot. So while he was talking to you, the eggs were continuing to cook in the water while you were sat at the table.
Okay.
No doubt they actually cooked the egg properly, but because it was still in the hot water when he brought it to you, it continued to cook.
Wow. But I'm gonna eat this one. Let's see.
Okay, no problem. The eggs are perfectly fine. It's just they have been slightly overcooked with how long you've had them in the bowl.
They're a little punchy.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's not a soft boiled, it's a hard boiled egg. Okay.
Okay. I know, understand. Do you say hard boiled, soft boiled? Or do I have to punch them or something? Do I have to slap them?
No, you see, if you leave them in the water a little too long, they get hard on the inside. If you like a soft boiled egg, you take them out early and you leave them out of the water so they can cool.
Ah, right. I understand.
Exactly.
I understand. Ah, yes.
The outside gets hard, the inside gets a little hard, but not too hard.
Ah,
that's what I say.
Nice.
You count to 60.
Obviously, I try again and give you a better egg next time. Not for me, okay. I prefer egg on hot skillet,
Well, I appreciate you trying. Well,
dippable bready bits with honey and butter.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you enjoy your breakfast as our wonderful little barkeep sort of buzzles off somewhere else to give other people his opinions on their breakfasts.
After the barkeep walks away, I kind of look over to Randon. Everything tastes better poached.
Good one. Have you ever had a hard-boiled egg, Aaron?
I mean, that's an interesting way to eat your egg there.
Yeah, it is. It's a little, especially if you're on the go, you can boil up a mess of these and just eat on them all day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also just carry an egg and drop it into some hot water.
So, exactly. Well, yeah. Well, then they break. That's the problem.
Well, you break it and you break it into hot water. I mean, what are you talking about?
No. You leave it in the shell. And you don't drop it because it'll hit the bottom and it'll crack and then you have a problem. What you do is the shell acts as the cooking vehicle and you set it in the water gently and you bring it up to a boil, or you already have it at a boil. There's myriad ways of doing this. And then you wait to peel it until you're ready to eat it.
Well, you know what, Randon? I think you just helped me decide something really important.
Okay.
I've never wanted a cooking lesson, and now I probably never do.
Okay. Well, it's okay. So in the junkyard, we had to come up with this because we never had any clean pans.
Well, I mean, I never had anything on the streets, but you
crack an egg onto the dirty piece of metal. You're going to eat whatever's on that dirty piece of metal. You leave the egg in the shell and cook it. You got a nice clean meal and you don't have the shits later.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess everybody's got to find their own way.
Yeah,
it's that kind of world we live in.
Dysentery is the mother of all invention.
All right.
I've seen a number of fools that have gone that way, and it is not a way to watch.
No. Or listen, even.
Yeah, or smell, or see the aftermath of
any of the senses.
That's correct. Yeah, none of that.
I'm just entering my notes here. Don't mind me.
Oh, hang on, 1 second, 1 second. Your friend, he left note for you. Yes, my note. Here, and as he says that, he hands you or Eleanor a note.
Mic feedback off. Mic off.
Lucian has left early with the lights that are stationed in the city to go on patrol.
Okay.
Saying they're going up to Knob Hill.
Mic feedback
Knob
on.
Hill.
Mic on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's going to fucking murder you, pair, when he gets back.
Chasing things on Knob Hill?
Yeah. They I guess they're looking for honey because this is something about playing with a beehole up there.
Playing with a beehole up on Knob Hill. I mean, I guess however the White Wolves want to do it.
Is that canon?
Who are we to judge?
If it's been said on stream, then it's canon.
We just have to remember to ask Lucian how his trip up to Knob Hill to play with some beeholes was.
Yeah, right next to a place called the Oregon Trail here. What was this trains?
I am so glad he's not watching this.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he's gonna hate the short little effort again. So
every time I try to look over Randon to actually see the note, Randon keeps like leaning away from me, like, "Yep, that's definitely what it says."
That's what it says. I mean, and I say, "I'm just kidding here," and I hand him the note.
What does the note actually say?
Eleanor, Randon, I've gone off with the knights on patrol. Something has come to my urgent attention. I need to go sort out. We'll be back soon, Lucian.
So definitely going to play with a beehole. Okay, got you.
Up on Knob Hill.
I'm sure we both can green right.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, we both can now.
Yeah.
I couldn't at the start, but I've
I
learned.
taught you to, didn't I, in the end? Yeah.
That's right.
What's that?
To read and write.
Ah, right, yes. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're both. I'm not sure if. Yeah, Randon can because he's an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Plenty of time in the junkyard to learn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up on the streets where I never had time to sit down and actually figure out that the scratchings on a piece of paper mean something.
What's
But
that?
now I know.
I have no need of your useless university education. I was brought up on School of Life on the streets. Represent. Yeah.
It's a hard.
Why are you walking around with toilet paper all the time for?
Do you know why I've invested in toilet roll? Because if one person sneezes, 10 people shit themselves, and I make lots of dollar.
You can learn that without the smarts of your education.
That's an early COVID joke.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Gentlemen, I've lost my sense of taste and smell. What's happened? I don't know, but someone's had a shit and I can't smell anything else.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh dear. That's enough taking the mick out of video diseases that may or may not exist according to many computer websites. Anyway, so Eleanor and Brandon, you have enjoyed a lovely breakfast. Brandon has enjoyed a mediocre breakfast because he's trying to teach someone how to boil eggs who's never done it before and doesn't fully understand Reichspiel.
And
I think they were trying to teach him how to suck eggs the way they were talking to him, but hey.
Well, he did a lovely job. It's fine. You can't really do it incorrectly.
Well, I don't know, mate. Did you have lovely golden coloured eggs with slightly gooey centre? No.
No. I mean, it's not how I like it, but you know.
I was going to say 4 minutes, mate. You are overcooking your eggs slightly there.
Really?
Yeah,
So
2.5.
About
2.5 to
minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah, 2.5
Well,
to 3 minutes.
you guys are closer to sea level than we are. You got to remember that. It's a lot different here because we're like 7,000 something feet above sea level. So everything takes longer around here.
We're at 1,000
or whatever it is. Yeah, still higher than they are.
A little bit, yeah.
Doesn't mean the stuff cooks any slower. It just means the water gets hotter a lot quicker, a lot slower. Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm not going to sit here and decide and debate over hard-boiled eggs. I think that ship has sailed. That chicken is laid. I tell you.
Chicken is laid.
Chicken is laid. Now, do you want directions to the local flea market? Perhaps the barman might help. Or are you just going to wander blindly in the streets?
Well, I thought about wandering blindly, but
I don't know if that's wise.
Well, do you know where it is?
It's always better though to leave with an impression of where you're going versus just trying to find your way.
I guess I would know to ask directions in a big city that I'm not in. So yeah, I would ask directions.
I mean, you were asking me how to safeguard your coin pouch, and that's one surefire way to safeguard it is look like you know where you're going.
Absolutely.
Another way is to be dressed up like a fire mage, because then they know they get burnt alive if they take your money.
Yeah.
Did that idea just come to me? I just had a
apparently
thought.
It did.
You know what we should do? We should dress up like fire mages.
I think we should dress up like Ivan. He's the least intimidating person I know.
Well, you also barbecued somebody.
You could quite happily dress up as Ivan. You just need to ask Hans nicely if you can if you can get into his chest.
Do we want to take Hans with us? That's a good question.
He's been a bit of a spoil sport lately, hasn't he?
I'm afraid Hans isn't in the inn.
Well, he's not here anyway. So me and Arby are okay here, and I kind of get a piece of the bread or like some lettuce or something that's on the table.
Is the dog still present in the inn?
Dog is outside somewhere.
But he's still here. Can I find Dog?
You can look for Dog. I don't know where he is.
Well,
exactly.
I'm gonna go check on Dignity. Make sure Dignity is taken care of before we leave anyway.
Excuse me, Mr. Schutz, sir. You have rabbit. Would you like me to take rabbit, cook rabbit, make tea tonight? You have rabbit stew. You the stew.
No, this is a particular friend of mine. His name's Arby.
You have Arby stew? Yes? No? My daughter, she take rabbit, she have good time, she make it, lovely, the spices, tender.
I understand. Watch this. Can I set him up on the bar really quick?
Yeah, sure.
I set him on the bar, and then I kind of dangle kind of a carrot, and I make him kind of do a dance and kind of stand on his back legs and do a little dance.
No, so you do not do that. You burn off lots of fat, make it stringy. No, not stringy. You want to enjoy, you feed it up, you give it food, you make it
He's not for eating. He is what you would call a companion.
I mean, I might not call him a companion, but I mean, he's grown.
Okay, he's your companion. I understand. I go change your sheets. No worries, sir.
I believe, Aaron, I believe this guy thinks I am strange.
I believe you might be correct. I believe I might be starting to think you're rather strange as well, to be honest.
Dumb rabbit. You know.
I don't even know what that would look like. And then I just kind of walk away for just a second to go check on I'm going to go check on Dignity. I'll be outside.
Okay.
As you step outside,
I'm going to go with you.
As you step outside, you see the lovely cobblestoned courtyard. There is a nice, lovely trough in the corner for water for horses. There's a small hitching post. And there to the left is a stables.
Okay.
Which actually has 2 horses in it and your cart.
Okay.
Just off to the side.
Perfect. So, is that Lucian's horse still here?
No. in the car.
Is it actually stabled completely separated, or is it with our cart?
No, your cart is just outside the stable to the side.
Okay, gotcha.
That's my bad. And you're in the stable, the 2 horses. Dignity is one, and I can't remember if you actually named the cart horse you had with the other one.
It was like, well, that was Wayne's horse, right?
And I've got my horse.
Yeah, we don't have a cart horse.
Yeah, no, but you mistake it for your cart horse. It's just a random horse.
Oh, okay. It just looks like Wayne's horse.
It looks like Wayne's horse. You're not stealing the horse.
Is there a saddle on the horse that's stabled, or has it been?
Upon closer inspection of the horse, you see it's quite old, very tired. Obviously, it's a horse that's mainly used by the inn, and that's about it. Roll a perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh, nice. As you look at the horse, a quick inspection of the local area, you notice hidden away just at the other side of the courtyard, in a sort of a shadowed alcovey part, there's a small cart, mainly with a couple of seats on it. It looks like it's for picking up customers or delivering things. You know the sort of thing I'm talking about.
So he's an old taxi nag then, or is it
an old taxi nag in that respect? Belongs to the inn.
How's its hooves looking? I mean, are they cared for, or is it neglected at all?
No, it just seems old and tired. It seems to be not in perfect health, but seems to be in acceptable health.
Okay.
So it's obviously a horse that's used to a lot of hard work. I wouldn't say it was retired, just old and tired.
I'll give Dignity his normal, sugar cube, and I'll be nice and give the old nag one as well, if it'll take it from me.
Yeah, the old nag's head comes towards you and rests slightly on your shoulder. You can tell it's a friendly old horse. Yeah.
I'll give it a little rub on the nose there, just appreciative of the acknowledgement.
You get a few small snickers off it, but that's about it.
Fair enough. I'll just make sure I rub Dignity down well and make sure he gets the feed bag on him for a little bit before I put that back away. And
as you start to rub down Dignity, a small stable boy appears at your elbow, almost magically, and extends the offer to look after your horse for a small stipend of coin.
Well, you'd have to ask the horse there, boy.
The stable boy looks at you as if to rather quizzically, as if to say, "Are you taking the absolute mickey, mate?"
No, but here, try giving him one of these, and I'll hand him one of the little sugar cubes.
Okay, give me a sec.
Are you taking the what?
The Mickey.
Dignity doesn't take the sugar cube. It basically spits at him.
How about this, boy? I'll make you a deal. And I'll get down to the boys' level. Like I'll crouch down to where I'm kind of eye on. How old would you say this kid is?
I'd say this kid is about 10, 11 years of age. Quite scrawny. Obviously lives in the stable. Perhaps he's the son of the stable master, perhaps. Obviously he's there trying to make himself a bit of coin, being nice to the customers. Obviously he's thought you to be a bit of an easy mark.
How about you do this for me, huh? You take this here, and I'm going to give him a silver shilling.
Cool, thanks, mister.
And you just make sure that nobody treats him poorly. But I don't want you to go in and allow him to treat you poorly. He's a little picky on his people, if you would. He'll allow me to take care of him, but he may or may not allow others. So just keep an eye. Make sure that if anyone's trying to rile him up, that take note of that and just let me know, would you?
Yeah, sure, mister. Will do. Thanks. And he sort of sneaks into the stable.
What's your name, boy, as he's trying to sneak away from me?
Corin.
All right, Corin. Nice to meet you. Name's Aranor. And his name here is Dignity, so.
I'll look after him, sir. Don't you worry.
I trust you.
And as you go to move away, you very swiftly see the silver coin go to his mouth, and he takes a bite just to make sure.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Plenty of bent coppers in the world.
Probably more money than he typically sees in a month, so that's fine.
Most definitely. You just know full well Dignity's getting a good meal.
Yeah.
Just a quick question, Randon. Did you just check up to see what taking the Mickey meant?
Yep.
You did ask, yes.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said I thought so.
Yep, I sure did.
Were you happy with the explanation?
Yeah. Another is taking the Michael.
Yeah, taking the Michael, taking the Mickey.
Mickey Bliss.
Yeah, Mickey Bliss. It's rhyming slang for piss.
Yeah.
Just like if you hear somebody saying I'm taking a Jeff Hurst, I've gone for a burst, which is another word for pee.
Apples and pears, stairs.
Apparently so.
Yeah. More
like
Cockney rhyming slang, indeed.
Yeah. Indeed. Right. Eleanor, you have left the stable. Where are you going to meander to?
Well, I was going to question while I was out there, did I see the dog or sign of where the dog was being kept or signs of Hans?
Perhaps a perception check then for that would be ideal.
Okay.
I'm looking around too.
Have you actually come outside now, have you, Randon?
Yeah, I followed him out after
after
I had that awkward conversation with the barkeep. I failed. Not by much.
Ooh, not your day there, Randon.
Never is.
Brandon, you don't see shit.
Including the shit you stepped in.
Oh, that's a good idea. So we'll listen to that.
There's plenty of horses there. Yeah.
Thanks, Aunt Nora. I appreciate it.
No, you miss it. Eleanor.
Man, 4, 5, or 6, and it would have been golden.
You notice there's nothing in the yard that denotes that there's been a dog there.
But we definitely didn't see. There was no sign of Hans in the tavern.
No.
Were Ivan's belongings still there?
Yes. Upstairs, you saw Ivan's closed trunk.
Okay. And were any of Hans's things still in the room?
All in Ivan's closed trunk.
Okay.
That's where he keeps his stuff.
Interesting. I'm a little concerned here, Randon. I don't know if it's time for a flea market trip.
Why's that?
Well, I mean, we have a traveling companion that's missing currently. Beyond, our normal missing companion.
Isn't he a part of the flame mages or something like that?
Well, no, he was a street urchin that just so happened to be selected by Ivan to tag along, from my understanding.
Well, why was he selected by Ivan?
Potential. I see potential in the boy as well, and
I wasn't paying attention when he even came into our company. How did we meet him?
On the way out of Altdorf. I believe Ivan was basically accosted by the boy, and the boy used something against Ivan that Ivan recognized, and instead of being harsh to the boy, Ivan basically kind of forced the boy into his service. So he saw potential in Hans one direction, and I saw potential in Hans in another direction, but I don't want Hans to just go up and missing.
If he was an urchin before, maybe he went back to his urchin-y ways.
It's a dangerous walk for a boy in a strange city.
Noted. But we are kind of going that way anyway if we are going down there.
I'm just going to go back in real quick and just leave a message with the barkeep in case, and perhaps his daughter as well. Maybe they saw something that we didn't.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. You're not gone long. Do you not enjoy your walk?
No, it's great. The horse is looking good. Just one question.
Yeah. Okay. No, how can I help you, sir? How can I help?
Our traveling companion with the dog, do you know where he may have wandered off to this morning?
Traveling companion. You mean the big chap in the armor, him?
No. The boy.
The boy. Oh, the boy that comes in with the dog. Yes, I remember him. The lovely little fella, little scrawny. Good payer.
Yeah, he's an interesting little kid, but he's a good one, and I'm trying to make sure he sticks around. I just don't know if you may have seen where he got off to this morning.
Yes, he went off this morning. Lady come, she got dressed in red, looking very powerful, very sexy, big boobs. I tell you what lovely she was.
Lady dressed in red with big boobs came in.
She took him off. Said something about what did she say now? Or did she said something? That's right. She said, keep your nose out of it. You know nothing, barman. I said, I sorry, I know nothing. I see nothing. No, not me. I tell you this.
But definitely red robe.
Definitely a red robe. Yes.
And did he seem okay when he left with her, and he had the dog with him and all?
No, I don't know. See the dog, but she take him. She pick him up. She says something about what did she say now? She said, "Back, keep nose out of it. You know nothing. You filthy Bretonian." I don't know what she said about that. And she said, so I cannot say Reichspiel. It's not my mother's tongue, so I'm not very good with. I'm not properly explained to you. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
Well, I appreciate. Did anyone else possibly hear what she had to say?
No, just me here and my daughter. She out back. She cooking breakfast for everyone, so they have good time.
Would she have possibly have seen where the dog wandered off to after the boy was taken?
No. As I said, I know see dog this morning. I know. In fact, I know see dog since last night.
Okay.
He's not still in the room, do you think?
I made decent friends with his daughter. What was her name?
Oh.
I don't know where my notes went.
Did I give you her name?
Yes, because she was being basically treated like a servant, which she didn't much appreciate. And then he was saying her name every time last time.
Fucking hell, dude.
I know. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm gonna go find her.
I tell you what. No, I shouted my daughter, but that's here she comes now. She may see it, but I don't think she see. I honestly don't think she see. The daughter comes out, curtsies at you. What can I do to help you out? Obviously, you explain the situation. She tells you in a rather timid voice that the lady came and picked the hands up this morning. And the lady was carrying a small staff that she used to walk upon, like a walking cane. But she hasn't seen the dog all day.
Okay.
In fact, she hadn't seen the dog since last night.
Was there anything odd about last night?
No.
Okay.
No, she said she hadn't seen the dog since last night, since he went to bed. She hadn't seen
him. I'm gonna go upstairs then. Again, I appreciate the information.
No problems. She smiles. She waves at you. She goes off to do other things. Her father's watching her quite strangely, but that's about it.
I'm gonna go up to Hans's room and just go in and actually kind of lay down and like look under the beds, see if there's like a panicked puppy like cowering under one of the beds or something.
As you open the door, hang on. As you open the door, the dog jumps up at you, playful things. Obviously, she's been locked in the room for a bit too long.
And I smell dog shit.
I never said that.
I smell it. No. No, I'm going to take the dog out.
Okay.
And
did you say you were going to check the room round?
Yeah, I'm going to look in the room, see if I see any sign of anything Hans left behind.
Do an agility check. Do an agility check, please.
Okay. Which would be athletics, right?
Yeah. When you decide to take dog outside, it's highly recommend you clean your shoes. Fortunately, this time it is. Hang on. Fortunately, this time it is you've only stepped into a bit of pee.
Fair enough.
Have you washed recently, Eleanor?
Yeah. I mean, I did. You know.
Oh, you found dog.
I did.
That must be the smell.
Yeah, I think he'd been cooped up in that room a little too long. I'm not sure, what we should do if Hans isn't here to watch him. Do we want to take him with us?
Do we have a bit of rope?
I mean, yeah, I've got a bit of rope. That's a good idea.
So do we have a collar or something for the dog?
I mean, we can just tie the rope, right?
He might. Yeah, I guess we can do that. What happens if he pulls?
Unless you have a different idea.
Well, I've always seen people who keep these things as pets. They have like a little leather piece around with a little latch. They call it a collar.
Can I make an outdoor survival check to see if I can make a decent like slip knot kind of thing to go around the dog's neck?
Yeah, you can.
Just kind of fashion a leash/collar combo thing. It's probably gonna
me personally.
Hey, there you go.
Me personally, I'd have had a look to see if there was a leash or collar inside the room first, but you know.
I haven't. As far as I know, I haven't seen Hans have one on the dog. Have I?
No, but you haven't seen Hans be anywhere fast away from the dog at all.
Right.
So yes, you after a bit of hunting around, you find a nice bit of fabric, which looks really sturdy, and you're able to fashion it into a small collar for him. It's a slip knot collar, and from that you have a little bit of rope. It's not very long, so the dog will be pulling from you at all times.
Brandon, I think you might be more suited for this. No offense.
That's fine. That's fine.
And I'll let Randon walk the dog so that it's a little closer to the ground.
Okay. Oh, this is very nice. Well done,
Randon. Do a strength check, please.
Oh, it's not a Great Dane.
It's a rambunctious pup that's not very well trained, probably. Of course, I don't know. Hans has been training it some.
Strength check.
Look on the right side. When it gets bigger, you might be able to ride it.
This is not going to be good. There you go.
Brandon, unfortunately, although the dog is a lot smaller than you and obviously not as strong as you, being given the lead out of nowhere has stunned you slightly, and you've been dragged off your feet by the dog.
I let go immediately.
Okay. The dog starts running towards the stairs.
Dog, come here. Sorry if that was
dog
loud.
Ignores you.
He may be going after Hans. We should follow him. I mean, Obviously the tavern door will probably be closed. We'll catch up to him then. But if he wants to take us to Hans, I say we let him.
The dog skitters and runs down the stairs. Are you hop on his heels, or do you have a little time before you get down there?
No, I'll get up really quick and then I'll scamper after.
I'm gonna take one other quick peek around this room real quick, and I'll meet you down at the door. Okay, Brandon?
Okay.
Brandon,
I'll catch up to.
You run down the stairs just in time to see Dog head straight for the roasting meat on the fireplace.
I just stop and I say,
"Yep.
Keep. What is that going to cost us?"
What? Why you have Dog in my room? No, Dog, no.
I apologize.
You don't have any idea that's expensive piece of meat.
How much is it?
That is almost 2 golds worth of meat. I got many meat after that. That's a full lamb. You know how hard it is to get lamb in season? I have fresh lamb. No, not fresh lamb. I have proper fresh lamb. Not fucking you. Oh, yes.
I understand. This dog is a pain in my ass as well. Would you like to cook the dog? I'm just kidding. That's not fair.
You would like me to cook dog?
No.
He'd be very fresh and tender.
He's a non-sensual companion of the young lad that stays with us.
Non-sexual companion. So he's not like he's not like your Abby.
Abby is a non-sensual companion as well. You misunderstood me earlier.
Okay, so Abby, not special companion. He's
special.
He pets, not special companion.
Pet.
I get you. No one wants to cook pets. No, I have to be honest. Your pets look very succulent.
I didn't know you knew the word pet.
I know pets. Everybody knows pets.
Okay.
I have pet cats, pet dogs.
Oh, you have pet cats?
Pet horse.
I saw that horse outside.
Yeah, he's not a bad pet. He bit old.
He takes monster shits outside. I almost stepped in one.
Well, no, I'm not surprised. You small man, him big shits. Obviously you have to move away from that sort of stuff.
I guess all shits look big to me for sure.
I don't want to insult you, sir, but yes, you're right. Big shits look big to you. Yes.
I don't think you could insult me, man who cooks an egg as well as you.
And now you take piss. Yes, you take piss.
No.
You take piss. You go stand in shit.
Piss.
You take piss. While you go outside and stand in shit, you take dog away from meat. I have to cook fresh meat now.
Okay.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I have dog eating fresh meat. I am not going to be open. What do I serve to my customers? I serve the crappy boiled eggs and bloody dried fucking dog slobber. It's not good. It's not good.
You're
go,
clearly
go.
very upset. I kind of yank the dog's chain away, or not, or the little rope thing. Dog, come.
Well, oh my God, you pay. I have to go get you fresh meat. You pay gold. 2 gold.
We will. Hold on. Eleanor.
I'm still up there. I was just taking another quick gander around the room.
Throw your perception check. I don't know what exactly you're looking for, mate.
Just any sign of the lady or anything that made it seem as though Hans was accosted, like something he left behind that he wouldn't have, or
quick perception check then, mate. It'll be fine.
Was ripped or pulled from him.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. What do you see, Mr. Clegg? You notice that the room is not tidy and the beds have not been made, as if someone left in quite a hurry.
Okay. All right, but nothing, no blood, nothing that seems like there was a struggle per se, just maybe that the boy was pulled out of bed.
No, nothing that shows that the boy was pulled out. It's just that the beds are very tidy and the room's untidy and scruffy. Something that you don't attest to Hans and Ivan, because Ivan is a very strict master and demands the room to be clean at all times.
I'm going to pick the chest.
Okay.
Unless it's unlocked. I'm going to see if it's unlocked first.
Okay.
Is it locked or unlocked? And if not, then I'll do another check, I guess.
No, the chest is locked.
Okay. Let's see here.
I think Ivan's gone to sleep up there.
No. Obviously, this is happening while I'm just strolling up the river, so...
The chest creaks open. Inside, you can see Ivan's clean clothes. A small compartment to the right with the clean set of clothes for Hans, which is quite telling because Hans only actually owns 3 pairs of clothes.
I am going to grab one of Ivan's spare robes as well as one of Hans's spare robes.
Hang on a sec. Let me just check something. The winds of chaos are extremely high at a plus 30.
Cool.
Ivan.
Indeed.
What do you trap your clothes with?
Well, I'm a fire mage. It's basically a flamethrower.
Okay, so please, I assume you've got the spell set up for flamethrower there.
What's it called? Give me 2 seconds. I'll bring up my character sheet.
Fucking hell, I'm coughing badly tonight.
Right, it's called Firewall, basically. It pops up in front of the chest, basically, where the person would be that opened it.
Okay.
Do you want me to just stick it in the chat so you can see what it is?
Yes, please.
Give me a sec. I need to remember how to do this. If I click on roll, will it show you the entire spell? I can't remember.
Just roll it. We're going to see if it goes off now anyway. So roll it to see if it goes off.
Okay. Plus 30, you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eleanor. A large wall of fire appears as you attempt to pick up the flame, the cloak.
Like after I grab them or as I'm reaching in?
As you reach to grab them, the wall of fire goes up on front of you. Now, you have 2 choices. If you have something that stops magic from hitting you, I would recommend using that. or roll to see if you can avoid the fire from touching your hands.
I have something to protect against checks, but not an actual spell like that. So let me see if I can just avoid it.
How wide
I'm
is
just
it?
I'm just trying to quickly grab.
I would say, you're not actually in a hurry, are you, at this moment in time?
No, I'm meeting Randon, but no, I'm just trying to grab a couple of robes to have.
So as per usual, I would give you +10 because you're being your normal cautious
You just want me to
self.
do a dodge check then, or
Pretty much. I want to see if you dodge the fire.
okay?
It's 3 yards wide by. Just let you know, it's 3 yards wide and.
The way you've trapped your clothes away, Ivan. Oh, he's dodged it anyway. It's not that wide. It just actually appears over the top of the chest, so it's like a firewall in front. You understand what I mean, don't you?
Yep. And it lasts 3 rounds of combat, which will be 3 minutes.
Yeah. So it pops up, and then.
And I was pretty quick. I knew kind of what I was after, so I just kind of opened it up, grabbed a set of each, size of robe, and then was backing away.
You grabbed Hans's clothes, no problems, but as you went to touch Ivan's clothes, the fire went off.
So did I successfully get a set of his robes too, or no?
No, you did not. Okay. I'm afraid.
All right. Well, I got one of the smaller Hans size robes, so that's something, anyways.
Yes.
I'll be like, well, all right. Well, hopefully this is enough then, and I'll just kind of leave the chest open and ajar, and just turn around and hopefully that dies on its own, and shut the door and walk out.
Does anyone hear this huge whoosh of fire by chance?
You'll see in a minute.
Okay.
So
it's not a suspect.
Do I get the dog under control?
I am going to wait just a second, see if any smoke starts coming out from under the door or not.
No, as soon as you put the lid down on the chest, the fire went out. This is a magical trap.
No, I left the lid of the chest open because freaking fire shot out. I just stood up, backed away from it, and walked out of the room.
As you walked away from it, the fire went out. It could no longer sense that you were there. Okay,
good. All right, so we're good. Because if it continued to burn, I was going to go back to my room and grab my shit and get out of there.
As it left, it has a scorch mark on the floor.
Right, let me finish. Right, anyway, Randon.
Yes, sir.
As you were trying to get Dog under control, he yelps and drags you through the door at the back into the courtyard.
This fucking dog.
Eleanor comes down the stairs. The barkeep looks at you. What was that noise? What was whooshing? What went whoomp? What whooped in my house? What whooped in my place?
There was a whoomp.
You are whoomp, yes. How you not a whoomp?
I don't know.
I down here. I try to deal with stupid man with dog. Well, stupid thing with dog. Rabbit lover, whatever he is. And then I hear whoomp. Whoosh, whoomp. What am I supposed to do in this house? I have no food, nothing for dinner.
You don't have anything for dinner? What happened?
No, bloody dog ate meat, 2 gold worth of meat. Dog ate meat. I tell you, I have to go find new lamb.
We're heading out. We could see if we could acquire some for you.
As he's yelling, can I have used one of my eggs to lure dog back into the building?
Dog's outside cowering underneath your cart. I sent daughter. She go out. She find her. She pick lovely lamb. It'd be good. It could time.
Oh, would she like to go with us? I mean, we'd be happy to accompany her.
I already sent her. She gone. She's fine. But you need to pay for meat. Meat to your dog. I mean, I not sell boiled egg and dog slobber for dinner. It's no good. No good. I have people in here. They hearty meat and eating food. They want meat. They have meat. They have bread. They have cheese. They eat manly food. But no, not bloody dog slobber and cheese. Dog slobber and boiled egg. Bloody stupid boiled egg. Who eats boiled egg? I tell you, a proper egg.
I'm gonna walk over to the meat that's on the fire.
Well, it's not on the fire. It's actually on the floor near the fireplace because the dog's pulled it off the skewer.
I'm gonna just kind of reach down and pull off a haunch of meat that's still there, and take a bite. And then I'm gonna reach in my pocket and grab 3 gold coins and say, "Well, if I bought it, I'm eating it." And then I hand him 3 gold and walk out with the chunk of meat.
I'm happy with this. I have it. You enjoy dog slobber meat. I dog slobber lamb.
Tastes pretty good to me, to be honest.
Perhaps I go into nothing, dog slobber and lamb and cheese and bloody boiled eggs, stupid boiled egg.
Can I give you one quick pointer before I leave?
What point did you give? What point did you pay for meat? You go
what
away.
A patron doesn't know doesn't hurt them. And then I walk away.
I like what you think. No.
I walk in, brushing my clothes.
I honest man. You take dog outside. Go away.
All right, I go to find Randon and dog.
I'm walking in and I'm just kind of brushing my coat off. I'm not dealing with that fucking dog anymore.
What'd it do?
I don't want to talk about it. Now I got Mr. Barkeep over here yelling at me.
Of course I yell at you. Look at you, scruff. You have dog, you eat meat, they are slobber.
This is not my dog.
You talk about big shit. Why talk about big shit in my garden? I have a nice house, a clean bar. You look make a mess.
You took offense.
Go. No.
I'm gonna go out and so you said the dog is cowering under our cart.
Yes, he is. Dog is cowering out. For some strange reason, animals don't like the sound of a great...
son of a bitch.
So animals don't like the great big noise of whooping flames going around them.
I was like, here, dog. And then I just failed my charm. Damn it.
Dog looks at you and pisses himself. He's scared.
I look at the keep and said, I did not mean to offend you, sir.
You go away now. Go. Leave me alone. I put
my hand up on the bar and then as I take my hand away, there's a silver coin just sitting there.
I told you, $2 for meat. $2.
I already paid him as I walk out of the room.
No, you're already outside, mate. No. Up your pop.
All right, you don't know that I already paid him.
Nope.
It looks like more of that meat's gone.
That's not my problem. You said you paid $2 for meat. You paid $2.
I did not say that, and it's not my dog. I'm just trying to.
I said no. It's not your dog, but you bring it into a room. It's your dog if you bring it into a room.
I didn't bring it into the room. It ran into the room, and I tried to stop it.
You grabbed the room. You pulled dog. You call it dog. You say it's your dog. I know it's your dog. You come in yesterday with it on your dog.
Only pet I have is this guy right here. He doesn't make a mess.
Let me cook rabbits. I tell you, I cook rabbits. I sell.
You can cook the fucking dog if you like.
I don't cook dog. Dog too stringy.
Yeah, you're right.
But you still owe me money for meat.
I don't. It's not my dog.
You do. You either pay me for meat or you leave house.
Well, I bid you adieu, sir.
Okay. You make sure you go. I go upstairs. I take your stuff. I sell your stuff.
I have all my stuff on me.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you've retconned that, mate. You didn't say you come down with your pack. So according to the law, you're still upstairs. All your stuff is packed upstairs. And that's out of character. You've got to be very precise when you're trying to fuck over the guy who's got control of the house.
Why would I leave my pack?
Why would you take it away with you? You're basically in a hotel and you're walking around town.
With your suitcase, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fine. I guess I get all my shit stolen from me then.
You do realise that also means that your weapon's up there as well.
Well, I mean...
Do you really want to lose Cupid?
No.
No, I'd argue he's probably got that on him, because when wouldn't you walk around with a fucking weapon on you?
Oh, very true, yeah. Very true.
I mean, I was obviously very... Well, it was...
Can I poke my head in and see what's taking so long yet?
Yeah, you can do.
Randon, what's taking so long?
This enterprising gentleman has deemed to say that I owe him 2 gold for the meat.
Oh, I already paid him. I already paid the super honest tavern keep. Don't worry about that. Come on, Randon.
I'm going to go get my shit before we abscond.
I mean, do you have another idea of where we're going to be staying?
I guess it's not here. He has told me to leave the premises after I tried to smooth things over with him. He is a rather unruly fella.
I think he's rather pissed off that the dog from your party's come down and basically savaged the meat that's probably been cooking for the last 3 hours over the fire.
And he's trying to get one over on me by trying to get 5 gold out of a 2 gold situation.
No. You don't know he's got 3 gold. You don't know. Yeah, you do now, but you didn't know Eleanor had already paid him. If you're pulling that one, then that's metagaming, dude.
Well, Randon had already avoided paying it.
Yeah,
so.
You were outside. Eleanor come down while you were outside. Eleanor flipped him 3 gold because, well, I'm going to eat. If I paid it, I'm going to eat it. And then you come back in as Eleanor went out. At no part of the whole conversation previously did you know Eleanor had given him any money.
Okay.
So the barkeep was just trying to pull a fast one. I'm not denying that. Fucking hell. If there's a chance to make 5 gold from people who were fucked up, yeah, why not? Why? Let's get on with it.
Mm-hmm. What did I say that's metagaming now?
You'd already said that he's trying to get 5 gold from me. Well, he wasn't. He was trying to get 2 gold from you. Eleanor paid 3 gold completely separately without you knowing about it. Without Randon knowing about it.
He just told me. He just told me that he had already paid him. I guess I didn't know how much he paid him. I guess that's right. Yeah. So okay, sorry, I didn't know. He's trying to get more gold from the situation.
Yeah, but you don't know what Eleanor paid him. That's what I'm saying. You put it. He said 2 gold. So unless Eleanor,
sorry, I didn't mean. I shouldn't have said an amount. I should have said he's trying to get more gold from the situation than it's worth.
You see, if you weren't drinking really good fucking whiskey before the game started and shared with everybody else and not just Eleanor, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we?
No, I'm not even a finger in. I'm not even a finger in.
Oh God! Don't say it like that over the internet, Bert.
Yeah, I guess that's wrong.
Bow chicka.
Less than a finger.
Yeah, in that glass. What about the glass that's full to the side of you?
That's water.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
anyway,
let's should we mark the bottle where it's at?
Let's have a look at the bottle. I don't know. That's looking a bit watery. I reckon he's topped that up with water. What do you reckon, Ivan?
Yeah. You wouldn't top up $100 whiskey with water.
No, God, no.
Philistine, no.
I'd drink it and then I'd top it up with water. I wouldn't say a fucking word.
I think you are taking the mick.
Nope. I'm taking the fucking piss.
Yes. Mickey Bliss. All right.
Right. Do you mind if we have a quick break, guys?
Yeah,
no,
let's
not
do
at
it.
all.
That's fine.
Because I need to go. I really need to go and take the piss.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Anyone who's watching, we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Mic feedback off. Mic off.
Hi, dude.
Mic feedback on. Mic on.
Those two are gone as well, have they?
Yeah, they've gone for a minute or two.
Fair enough. You enjoying it so far?
Yeah. Don't laugh at them idiots.
I wouldn't say idiots, but yeah.
I would with the fucking shit they've done so far. One of them thought it was a good idea to fucking lockpick open a fucking wizard's chest. Not sensible.
See, the thing is, you said in a previous session that you trapped that fucking box.
Yep.
And if he hadn't have gone for your stuff, it'd have been fine.
Yeah. Won't try and open it ever again.
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Yeah, me neither.
That was funny. It's a shame Kurt slipped up there with the fucking bit at the end.
Yeah, it happened. How far have I got up the river, by the way, while all this is happening? Fair enough. I still got my cake for later.
I've eaten mine.
I'm going to try one of these marzipan praline things, though.
Oh, Wayne.
Yeah?
I've eaten my cake. It wasn't that nice, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Well,
And they're not Twix pieces, by the way.
okay. What were they?
They're fucking fudge, finger of fudge.
Oh, okay. They look
Yeah.
like Twix pieces when we were looking at it, so...
Yeah, I think they were on that one. Ah, well.
This might taste weird. I mean, the beer's nothing special. Nothing wrong with it either, to be fair.
It was just a generic wheat beer.
Generic Bavarian wheat beer. I'm assuming it's Bavarian.
Not a bad beer, to be fair, but it's nothing special.
No, nothing terrible. This is a lot of it. Not too bad, 5.5%.
It flattened very quickly, unfortunately.
Yeah, it did. Wonder if it says where it's from. Doesn't, but its first language is Deutsch on there, so...
It's German.
Yeah. It's actually made in Germany as well.
Ah, fair enough.
These are actually quite nice. These Altfest figures are actually quite nice.
Not bad. Not bad. I'm sorry. I had to call.
It's called
I had to call Metagaming on when he said about how much gold it was trying to get you out of.
Yeah.
I don't think I was wrong there.
not bothered either way.
No, I know.
All right. So
Welcome back, guys.
for future reference, and I'll be more specific in the future. Randon takes his bag because he doesn't have saddlebags and bulky things that are hard to carry around.
Okay.
So he takes his bag with him because he is not used to having much and therefore doesn't need places to store things except for in the satchel that he has.
You're saying he walks around with a hobo with his bag on a stick, by any chance?
No, kind of like a satchel.
A backpack, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a backpack, essentially.
That's all right. I can live with that. That's fine.
So that's why I assumed. I was like, okay, go steal my shit then. And I wouldn't have reacted that way had I known that my stuff was still up in the room.
But in any case, after Randon tells his little story, I think that we're going to go get our stuff and leave.
Okay.
And then while we're up there, is there any sort of just kind of taking a gander around, like any sort of decorations or anything around this place?
You're going to rob the poor fucker blind as well after assaulting him. Yeah.
Assaulting him?
Insulting him.
Insulting him.
Oh.
No, unfortunately, it's a very generic game. It's anything you'd find anywhere else in the Warhammer universe.
Fair enough.
So,
all right, I am going to go get my stuff, take it outside, come back in to settle up with the barkeep. And I'm going to pick his pocket.
Well, considering you weren't paying for the room to begin with.
Right.
Lucian did.
Right.
So
he paid for everyone's room, didn't he?
Yeah, there's no bill for you to settle up.
All right. So I'm going to go get my stuff, throw my saddlebag over my shoulder. Mm-hmm. I am going to, with Randon's help, we're going to grab Ivan's chest. Since we look in the room and there's no fire there, I'm going to close it and carry the chest out.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are we doing, Randon?
Well, I think we should head on down to the. Well, we need to find directions. There's a place to buy random wares, like a street market of some sort, or a flea market. I don't know if that's what they're called.
Well, we should start with finding a new place to stay.
I figure we could find that en route, maybe.
Well, let's load this stuff up in the cart, shall we? And then we'll go talk to Crispin over in the stable here, or one of the other stable keepers if we can find one.
Okay, sounds good. Are we taking this dog with us?
Yes.
Do you have any jerky of any kind, or any kind of meat?
I mean, I've got some of the meat off of the lamb in there.
Is that why there was a bunch missing?
I mean, I paid for it.
That's true. Should we take that with us?
I mean, if you want to go back in there, sure.
Not really. He's a unsavory fella.
Yeah. Hey, Crispin, as we walk over to the stable.
Yeah.
So we need the old nag hooked up to our cart. And then we're going to be taking Dignity here and our cart. And then we'll be returning the old nag later on in the day.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't hook the old nag up to the cart. You have to get permission from the inn-owner for that.
I can. That's no problem. I'm just letting you know.
No, we need permission from the inn-owner for that.
What kind of permission do you need?
Well, I need him to come out and say, yes, you can have I can have the horse.
Hey, Tavern Keep, and I'll open up the door and yell in.
What do you want?
We're borrowing the old nag for the day.
I'll cost you 2 gold. 2 gold.
Okay. And I walk out. He said okay. I told Crispin it. He said okay.
I know.
So I'm going to go ahead and walk on over and grab a sugar cube for the old nag. And
I think before you do that, you need to make sure whether or not you convinced the fucking poor guy that you got it okay.
Who? For the boy?
Yeah, right. You got to see if you convince the guy. So it's is it not fellowship? Is it? It's charm. Fellowship? Yeah.
Charm roll. I totally feel like I did.
Yeah, but unfortunately you didn't. The boy runs into the tavern, and you hear a lot of shouting.
Okay.
Tavern keeper comes stamping out and starts shouting at you in Bretonnian that get your horse, get your cart, and fuck off, but leave my horse alone. How dare you take my horse?
You said it was 2 gold.
Yeah, up front.
Well, let me make sure it works to hook up to the cart, and then we can talk.
No, money up front.
You know, we had a good thing going here, Tavern Keep, and I'm sorry to see things turn sour the way they have, but I'm afraid you've lost a valuable patron, and You have a good day, sir.
The tavern keeper's not budging. He's standing there, preventing you from taking the old nag. If you want to hook a horse up to the cart, it's going to have to be Dignity.
Dignity's not doing it. So I'm going to look out on the street here and see where the next nearest stable is.
There's nothing in the nearby area that you can see.
All right. I am going to... Well, we've just got a small, like, Foot Locker type chest for Wayne's stuff or for Ivan's stuff.
Ivan knows is a proper chest. Ivan's chest is a proper moving chest, proper army chest.
So, like, what are the dimensions of that?
Probably about the same size as you.
Fair enough.
It's one of those like big old school trunk sort of thing, the big steamer style
Big
trunks.
trunk.
It's not a Foot Locker trunk.
No, it's like what size wise, it's probably about the same size. One of those big old steamer trunks that people used to carry around with them for luggage and shit. Pretty big. It's designed to carry armor
Lucian's coming back, so Lucian obviously is still a patron here. So we'll just put this chest in Lucian's room. What do you think, Randon?
Well,
it depends. He already...
sorry, I just like to point out to you guys that the only people who have actually left their room is you and Randon. Hans and Ivan have got a room here, so is Lucian still.
Well, Ivan's never been here.
No, but that was the room that Hans is in.
Right.
I say he threatened to sell all of my stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if he finds out that Hans may have been absconded and may not come back, what's to keep him from taking, their belongings as well?
True.
I know the exact answer to that as well. It would be quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just load the chest up into the cart, make sure it's locked, and then we'll just leave the cart and the chest here. Still under the care because obviously it's Lucian's right now anyways, and then...
I give him the pleasure of selling something that's easily mobile.
Well, if he sells it, then he'll have more trouble than it's worth.
I mean, I'd like to burn the place down, but,
I love the fact that this guy's gone out of his way to be nice to your entire party, and the one time he gets irate with you, you're planning on burning his business to the ground.
No, I didn't say he was stealing. He was stealing from us.
I told him. I said I would like to. That's my initial gut reaction. But
hey, that's my territory.
Right. So Ivan's not here, so we can't do it unless you want to open his chest. No, that was out of character. I'm not saying that. So no, I don't know that happened.
I know.
I kind of assess the situation and see.
Out of character, did that actually leave scorch marks on the floor? Or the ceiling? Out of curiosity. Because when he sees that in the room, he's going to be pissed if it did.
The roof's a bit sooty.
Anyways, let's just load the cart load the chest into the cart, and then we'll go.
I kind of look down the front of my pants and kind of reach in, and you hear a little clinking. And then I pull out 3 gold pieces, and I tie my pants back up, and I'll be right back. And I go inside.
I'm gonna get Dignity saddled and ready to go.
And I go inside, and I approach the barkeep. So may I have a moment of your time again?
I'm gonna help you. What you want? What you want? You upset me very much.
I understand. And I apologize for any insult I may have given. And I apologize that the dog, it is not my dog. I can't stand the thing. But I understand it is part of my party. So I see how you would hold me liable. I understand that the lamb is already paid for. But we do need the use of the nag. So if you would be so kind, there's 2 gold for the nag and 1 for any offense that we have given.
No,
Can
I
can-
don't need the extra gold. If you've paid for that, I find I'm happy with that.
we let bygones be bygones?
It's forgotten. Don't worry, it's forgotten. It's forgotten. My girl, she come back with meat now. New meat roasting on thing. Yes, it's going to be a bit late tonight, but we live with that.
Okay, so you'll take the 2 gold for the nag.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I see. I don't see why you take her cart, because cart belong to Knight Lucian.
Well, that makes sense. So, are we still okay to stay here then?
Yeah, your friend, he pay. You know, we good.
Okay. I don't say anything else. I just kind of walk back out, and I think the proverbial hatchet has been buried.
Just a quick question out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Did you leave the money on the bar?
Intentionally.
That's all right. Okay.
Along with the silver I left earlier.
Yeah, I know.
So, anyway, I believe the proverbial hatchet has been buried, Eleanor. I think we don't need to vacate the premises. In fact, having gone through this, we may have a better relationship with this particular innkeep than others elsewhere.
Well, let's ride Dignity for the day, and we'll see where we stand come evening time. How about that?
Okay.
I'm not prepared to go back in there without causing further offense currently.
Do we need to move this chest back in, though, or we just leave it on the cart?
Just leave it in the cart. I'm not carrying it all the way back up those stairs right now.
Noted. Okay. Is this the one that... Is this Ivan's?
Yeah.
Okay. So anybody's going to have a fun...
So you've taken his nice gear, left it out in the courtyard for anyone to have because you're
up in the cart.
Please tell me the stable boy tries to open it.
Covered with a tarp?
We don't have a tarp. I don't have a tarp. Do you have a tarp?
I thought we had one on the cart covering the stuff.
It's more of a covering than a tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones with the big tarp over the ribs sort of thing, cart-wise, unlikely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's covered as far as that extent goes, I guess. But anyways, I think it'll be fine there. And that way, if they go in to discover that Hans hasn't returned and they want to do something with that room, then at least none of anybody's stuff is in there for them to mess with. And I've got my saddlebag on Dignity now. I've got him all saddled up and out kind of in the courtyard. He's taking some steps just to get warmed up. And
are we just leaving Dog in the courtyard?
Yeah, just leave Dog underneath the cars.
I mean, he didn't want to come out whenever I called him. I don't know what else we can do.
Should we tie him to the cart or just leave him?
I mean, how enclosed is the courtyard between the stable and the tavern?
There is a single way in. As you're looking at it,
is it gated? Like, could the dog just run out and go free?
He could, but as you're looking at it, it's like an archway, covered sort of alley, where they could get a cart and your horses can come in. The courtyard is quite square, where you can actually turn your horse and cart round and drive back out. You have the tavern entrance there where you are, and the stable to your right, as it were. So, yeah, it's quite an enclosed courtyard. To be fair, it's enclosed on 3 sides.
Proper old school.
Hey, Crispin.
Hmm?
Crispin, apparently we're not going to be taking the nag, even though we paid for it, apparently. But do me a favor and see if you can't coax that dog out from under our cart. If you can, just take good care of the boy.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
And then we'll go. You wanting to ride, or are you going to walk, Randon?
I'll try. I'll ride, and I kind of use a hand up.
I'll reach a hand down and pull Randon up behind me.
And as we're riding off at some point, I'm gonna, Eleanor, am I off-putting?
Are you off-putting?
Off-putting, yes. Am I hard to deal with?
I mean, I don't think so.
Well, I don't think so either, but it seems like I just have there was that angry fella, not Lucian. What's it? Farronhand. Farronhand he hated me for some reason. There's been who's your other character?
My other character?
Yeah.
Athmarwith?
Athmarwith. Athy was a good friend too, but he turned, and I can't seem to get anybody to take any kind of jesting in a good humor. I don't know. I guess money talks. It's expensive to keep friends.
Well, you got me there, Randon. You got
Absolutely.
me.
Well, I'm
and
thankful for that.
I hope you haven't felt like you've had to pay me a dime for that.
I certainly haven't. So you are an exception to the rule. And you know what? I think I got Athmarwith in my head now.
Ivan.
Who's Auntie? Ivan and
Lucian.
Lucian, there you go. Ivan, it's not on the screen, so I don't have it to reference. I think Ivan and Lucian, they're good companions. They've been helpful. That bit of fishing that was a lot of fun until he went and lost his spear.
And teleported away with a horse or something?
What the hell was that about?
I don't know. Hopefully he's all right, but we haven't seen him since, have we?
We haven't. In fact, you know what we need to do? We need to leave. Where would he be coming in the city?
Well, so here's my thought. And as we're doing this, we're talking quietly as we're riding away from the tavern. And I'm like, and I pull out from my jacket and hand it back to Randon the small red robe that was Hans's.
Whoa.
And I'm just kind of like, I think this might be your size, right?
Maybe. I kind of.
Apparently, a woman with a red robe similar to this came and accosted Hans and took him with her. I think we need to find him.
Huh. Well, okay. Who would wear a red robe?
Well, Ivan wears a red robe.
And he's a fire mage, so do they have a center here in the city?
That's one thing I think we might need to find out.
Yeah.
Sounds like we have a few questions to ask of a local crier, as it were.
Okay, well, let's find him.
Do we hear a crier on a corner somewhere near?
No, you hear the hustle and bustle of normal city life, but there's no town criers at this moment in time that you can hear.
Does Ivan want to take a break to do some of his role play stuff? I mean, I know it's been us talking for a long time. So
that's fine. I'm just searching the city, aren't I? I'm not actually doing anything at the moment other than literally walking up a canal, basically.
If you're not bored.
No, it's perfectly fine. These things happen, mate.
He's enjoying this shit. Trust me on that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm enjoying laughing at you two idiots right now. It's fine.
Okay. All right, let's find a town crier then. Onward.
Find town crier, or if we see more of those red robes wandering around, then we just pester one of them, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't really fit it on over my bag, so I'm just going to hold it in my lap.
Yeah, no, it's just for an if needed kind of situation. If we needed a reason to enter a premises, perhaps.
What's the play here? I'm riding. Me, a powerful fire mage, is riding bitch on a horse.
Well, we could change the dynamic if we should happen across such a place.
Okay, all right.
We don't need that dynamic unless it becomes needed. So just keep it in our back pocket for now.
Maybe I could play like you saved me from a horrible.
Wait, just stop there. Do you think Ivan would ever say he would need saved from anything?
True. He did teleport off a boat.
If you ever have to put that robe on, remember, you have to act like Ivan.
Okay.
As best you can. And I'll act like, I guess I'll act like Hans.
Sure, yeah. I guess I could boss you around a little bit. But whatever I say, don't take it personally, okay?
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll just see what happens. Let's just keep our eyes peeled for that crier or somebody else that looks like they may be able to give us directions. Or, we need to find another tavern. And,
well, we don't need it. I think we're okay with the tavern we're in, right?
Are we, though?
We'll cross that bridge. We'll scout our
I would like to keep my options open at this point in time.
Okay. Well, at least we haven't done anything like light a fire inside or something like that. You know, it's been pretty.
Yeah. No. Totally.
That was hypothetical when I said I wanted to burn the place down. I was just saying that was my initial gut reaction.
Would have been interesting if that happened, though, wouldn't it have been?
Yeah. I can't imagine what that place would probably go up like a something that
Box
goes
of
up in
kindling or
flames.
something?
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. Exactly. I just kind of daze off just thinking about the place on fire.
Well, even if we do end up having to sleep somewhere else, we could probably still go back there and benefit from the meals that Lucian's paid for. So, hey, we'll figure it out.
Free food. That Lucian, he is a generous fella.
Yeah, he seemed to have something up his sleeve. I don't know exactly what to think of him completely yet.
Well, I give him a hard time, but it's just, if I didn't like him, I wouldn't say nothing to him.
I don't know. To be honest, typically if I see an order like his White Wolves, they're typically holier than thou sorts. So I tend to try to keep a bit of a distance. But the same could be said with those wackos in red robes too. So I don't know exactly what kind of company we've found ourselves in.
Absolutely. Well, we street folk need to keep each other in mind.
Do me a favor, Randon?
Yeah?
Don't ever start wearing a uniform.
Noted.
All right. That's fair.
Well, where's this town crier? Where's the source of information here?
Yeah, so we're just trying to make our way to the nearest. I guess we would head south towards where we know that bridge was and a lot of the hustle and bustle, and eventually look for maybe this open market square or whatever number 14 is.
Am I small enough that I could stand up on the horse's haunches and ride like that?
I mean, he probably wouldn't notice. You're what, 2'9" or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Dignity would care. It might even be an easier way for you to ride, or be on your knees behind me or something.
Yeah. Something like that.
You're sitting on my bedroll that's rolled up on top of my saddlebags.
Just turn back around with my feet like this.
Like a couch on the back.
Yeah.
You're leaning up against my back like I'm a freaking recliner or something. Yeah.
It's like those station wagons with the backwards seats back in the day, you're driving, right. You're just looking out the back window. Yeah. He's successful.
Do we need to do that to look for the town crier or anything? Anybody that looks like they can give us directions?
Yep.
All right. You want to look back behind us, Randon? I'll look up ahead.
Yeah. I'll look behind us.
Hey, idiots!
Oh, did you hear that?
I think I did, actually.
I heard that
pretty clearly. It did. It's sure a hell of a lot better than a rock hitting me in the back of the head, I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna look around for where the voice came from.
You look around.
Hey, look, there's a red robe over there. It looks a little dirty, though. You all right over there, Ivan?
I had an enjoyable trek through the forest.
I see you found your horse.
Yeah. My horses somehow found me, yeah.
I mean, what was that all about, anyways? We're going to have a story time.
You're a madman.
I got this back, it's fine.
Is that so important?
It cost me money.
Well, yeah, but
squander money on useless things.
Okay. What is it? Emotional significance of some sort, or you're just really that much of a spendthrift?
No, I spent a lot of money on this.
Okay.
Well, hey, we've got a little bit of a conundrum that we need to sort out here, Ivan. Let me get you up to speed real quick. Around where we're at, is there a small, maybe a park somewhere secluded that we could pull up a bench and sit and talk for a minute?
You're in the middle of a busy street in a rather busy city. There is no parks nearby. However, there is a small inn to the south.
Yeah, let's head down. Let's head south there to that nearest inn, shall we?
Yeah.
The
That's
inn
fine.
is just there on the corner.
Okay. So as we get down there, do I see like a stable keep for this particular establishment?
Outside of this establishment is a small hitching post.
Okay. Just a hitching post?
Yep.
Does it
Alright.
have the double doors like on the front?
More like a saloon type
Like a saloon?
setup?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So what is the name of this particular establishment?
The Drunken Fool.
The Drunken
Drunken
Fool.
Fool.
Well, perhaps we should avoid becoming that as I look at the sign, and let's go in and see if we can't find a spot. Perhaps is it time for lunch yet?
No.
I
Still
tie
early?
up Fritz then. And
All right, I'll go ahead and tie up Dignity, but I'm pulling the saddlebag back down over my shoulder and going in with that.
Who walks in first?
I'll walk in first, I suppose, because I tied up my horse first. And I'll turn back around. Did you guys at least get my stuff off the boat?
As you walk into the bar, the music stops playing, and
I
everyone turns to look at you.
Do you see a tumbleweed roll past in the background by any chance?
Yeah.
No,
Well-
but that may be Dirty Harry in the corner.
Yeah.
The funny part is those two walked in and they pushed the swinging doors open, and I just walked in right underneath them. I didn't have to touch the doors at all.
Yeah.
So as I kind of come in, Ivan, do you just keep walking, and as you turn around and ask if we got your stuff off the boat? Is that
Yeah,
what
I
you're
just
doing?
literally turn my head over my shoulder sort of thing and ask you, got my stuff off the boat as we're walking in.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, good. Please don't
Can I
tell me
tug
anyone was stupid enough to try and open my chest, by the way.
I tug on
Yeah, that
Aaron
happened too.
and I hand him the robes.
I just facepalm and go,
There's
somebody get fried.
there's cause for it, Ivan. And no one got fried.
Do you want this back?
We'll speak more of that. I'll take it. I'll go ahead and put it back in my coat.
Yeah, just
For
put it in
now.
the backpack as went out the way for now.
Well, if it fits me, we can put it in my backpack here.
Yeah, go ahead.
How is it going to fit you when Ivan...
Well, hang on. And I'm going to interrupt Ivan and say, notice everybody got real quiet, and I'm kind of look around the room.
They roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh,
Brandon, all you can see is them looking in your general direction. Eleanor, you're able to perceive that it's not you and Randon they're looking at, it's Ivan. And the looks being directed at Ivan are not necessarily generous.
Are you?
Hi, everybody.
How much caked on dirt is there on Ivan right now?
Surprisingly enough, he's not looking that dirty. He's a bit scruffy, but he's not dirty.
Okay.
There's a few marks on his robe, but other than that, he's still identifiable as a fire mage.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of so this is all happening pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So
certainly
we walk
hide
in,
it
I
when we
interrupt
stroll
Ivan,
in.
and I say, "All right, you bloody imitating fire mage, just go. Let's have a seat before we actually do this thing, shall
Don't
we?"
accuse me of being an imitator, and I actually flare my hand.
Oh, stop with your magic tricks right now. You're not going to fool anybody here. Just go sit. And I'm going to kind of subtly try to wink at Ivan.
I will not pretend not to be a fire mage.
You're in luck. Your ruse has succeeded, and people turn away from you, getting back to their business.
All right, now let's go find that spot to sit, shall we?
Yeah.
Just trust me on this one, Ivan. It wasn't worth it right now. You can show your skills somewhere else later. I have an idea.
Wasn't worth what? I don't care if people know I'm a fire mage.
But apparently these people do.
Well, They might get burnt.
But we don't want to do that, do we? Really?
They come at me to get
Plus,
turned to ash,
we
self-defense.
Look, just based off this first interaction, we may end up needing their help. So I'm going to make my way up to the bar.
In the time-honored tradition of all barkeeps in shady bars, he's cleaning a glass with a dirty rag.
Hey, barkeep. Can I get 3 ales from you?
Sure. He turns around, starts pouring you an ale, starts pouring the second ale, starts pouring the third ale, and plonks them all down in front of you. 5 copper.
I'll hand him 6.
He says
Thank you.
nothing, and the 6 coin disappears with him.
Of course. I'll grab it, and then we'll go. Is there an empty table somewhere near a wall or somewhere where we could be watching the rest of the room while we're sitting quietly?
As you scan the room, you see the doors on the southern wall, where you pack. Well, sorry, on the eastern wall, as it were. A square room, a bar to your left, as from the doors, and then on the far right-hand corner, there's a couple of tables, and they're full of people. There is a table in the middle. There is another table in the right corner, nearest the doors.
In the right corner, that table is empty right now?
Yep. And there's a piano player on the far left.
Any tables over near the piano player?
No.
Okay, let's go just over into that corner. What do you guys think?
Wherever.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth noting that you can't discern any doorways or stairs going to another level, except for a door behind the bar itself.
Okay.
And there is no food served here.
Okay. Purely just a bar. Okay. Got our ales. Let's go sit and have a conversation, shall we?
Yes, let's. I'm sure you want to know about what happened.
Well, but before, I know that's definitely something I do want to know, but there is a pressing matter currently. And as we kind of settle around the table, Hans has gone missing. He's been abducted as of this morning, apparently.
Really?
By a woman in a red robe.
As in similar to mine?
Based on the description of a hardly legible tavern keep, yes.
Fair enough. Right, out of game, would I know there's an actual magical a guild hall somewhere here at all?
Just like to point out,
yep,
that you are expecting to meet a fire mage in this town, and you know it's female, and she knows you.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm wondering whether I know there's a guild hall here where we could just go and meet her, basically.
The guild hall is...
Or even it's not a guild hall, it's just like a bar where they usually meet up or something.
It's not so much a guild hall, but there is a small house with courtyard right there.
By 32, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just seeing if I knew that, that's all. Or whether we didn't know that. I turn around and say...
sorry, let me say this. You know there's one in town, you're not 100% certain where it is. Last time you came to Ubersreich, you had a jolly good time, and had a jolly, jolly good time, and then woke up on the boat going back up the river, not remembering too much about the weekend.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Well, we were expecting to meet someone here, so... And it was a woman. So I'm assuming...
Would this woman have known about Hans?
Well, we're not exactly subtle. I just swipe down with my hand. Like, it's kind of hard not to spot it.
But Hans hadn't been leaving the tavern since we got here.
Yeah, but you've been spotted going off the boat, I'm assuming, by a guard or something.
Perhaps. It just seems odd that they would have tracked down a, 8-year-old boy wearing a red robe to take?
No, Hans is older than 8, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
How old is he? I don't know.
He looks 8, but I think he's about 10 or 11.
11.
That's
yeah.
That's why he took
11.
him.
Okay.
That's why he took him on as apprentice.
Yeah, he's just small as a street urchin. That's right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you know this person wearing a red robe. Then great. Maybe it's not as pressing as I did, but there was no note left for the people traveling with Hans or anything, and this woman apparently just came and accosted him and left with him and basically told the tavern keep to piss off when he asked or inquired anything about it. So it just had me a little concerned.
I wouldn't be too concerned. More than likely, he's just been taken to wherever the meet-up places around here for him. I'm not 100% sure where it was. When I was here last time, I got drunk off my ass, woke up on the boat on the way back to where I was going.
Can I,
so.
if I might say so, it seems like the people around here may have a pretty good idea of where the red robes hang out.
Yeah. I'll be back in a second. I approached the barkeep. Excuse me, barkeep.
What?
Do you know where the fire mages meet around here, by any chance?
I don't know nothing.
I look at him quizzically, so to say. Really?
I know nothing. If you know what's good for you, don't ask questions about the mages.
Can't you tell, looking at me, I'm actually a mage?
Anybody can wear a red robe.
Okay, we're going to do this, are we? I hold my hand out and channel magic through it, basically, and I'll do it properly. Is there anything nearby which looks like if I shot it with, say, a firebolt, it wouldn't, do too much damage, just sort of a, look, idiot, pop, sort of thing?
You're in a stone structure with wooden struts and fucking wooden beams.
It's stone structure, though, isn't it? So it's not too bad.
Yeah. With a large amount of alcohol nearby.
Yeah, but I've taken a little faraway wall sort of thing, which is stone, as you said.
Fireplace, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the easiest one to do?
So Randon and I stayed back at the table, but I'm watching.
Is it still plus 30 or not?
Oh, yeah.
I point at the fireplace.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. And I just say, Hellfire a bolt, and basically finger gun towards the...
Pew!
Yeah, like... Yeah, afterwards.
It's only 12 points of damage to whatever's sitting in the hearth.
It's a bit more than that.
Is it?
It's 15. Sorry, 16 because you add my bonus to it as well for my willpower.
Oh, gotcha.
Which is an extra plus 4.
Gotcha. Everybody dies! Or somebody else shoots magic at you. I don't know what he was rolling there.
It's a plus 30.
You, as per usual, are extremely dangerous with your finger guns.
Indeed.
You spin your finger round and go, pew pew, Hellfire bolt. Unfortunately for you,
yep.
When you exploded the fireplace, and explode you did, because the fire had been laid for the evening, but some clever bugger had actually poured whiskey on it earlier in the day.
So it goes up out the chimney, a huge fire plume. Excellent stuff. I still get my point across.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what happened.
Everybody roll a dodge.
Jeez.
This is going to be interesting.
Sweet.
Dodge.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, no.
At least it's only -1.
I extremely succeed on that thing.
Apparently,
Eleanor?
I've got my back to the fireplace.
Eleanor, roll a D100, please.
Okay.
Oh. It's your eyebrows.
Hey, that's a good roll, though.
It's low, so it's good. Yeah.
Roll another D100.
That's not a good sign.
Middle of the road. Take shrapnel to the back of my head where the rock hit me the day before.
That would be your luck. With anything stone related, apparently.
Apparently.
Oh god, is this dodge saves for every person in the tavern I'm seeing right now? Excellent. Does that mean they're all going to take full damage if they fail?
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's do this with Eleanor first, okay? Brandon,
Shit.
you
Yep.
see the firebolt head for the fireplace. You know full well from previous experience that shit's going to blow up. You head and dive underneath the table. As you dive, you grab the table and pull it down, creating yourself a rather nice fire break.
Yep.
Fortunately for you, when you pull the table towards yourself, you knock Eleanor forward into the path of the resounding explosion. Eleanor, you manage to turn and take the explosion on your left arm. Now, I believe Ivan said it was 16 damage.
In total, yeah, if you include the willpower bonus, yeah.
So it's only 8 damage because it's an explosion rather than the actual attack. So you take 8 damage to your
Is that
left arm.
negated by my toughness?
It's
and
obviously
armor and
negated
everything?
by your toughness and armor, yes.
Okay, so let me see. I have 1 armor on my left arm.
Ivan,
and
you are a prick.
And by the way, when I'm finished, I go wah wah wah.
Ivan, you stand there, you know what's coming. You smile, you hold your hands up high, and the white flames wash over you. But surprisingly enough, you have a sort of mini shield that has saved you at this occasion.
It just sort of washes around me, and I'm there, smug mode.
Right, okay.
He's a smug bastard.
The first 3 rolls, there was a table by the fireplace.
Yep.
The first guy takes it to the face. And because he's so close to the explosion, he takes the full 16 points of damage. Congratulations. You have incinerated some poor fucking
Oh, my God.
Well,
His friend, who was sat next to him, was able to dive to the floor quickly and avoid any serious damage. And the other person on the table, the same. The guy that got it was the one with his back to the fireplace at the time. You have killed somebody, and his 2 friends are rather stunned. The next 2 people were on a table further forward, further closer to you. First chap only just manages to dodge out of the way and get singed. He took 8 points of damage. Fortunately for you, he's not dead. The chap next to him, who was actually facing the fireplace, got it right in the face, and congratulations. Ivan, you have murdered a second patron inside this club.
let's put it on how many didn't I kill?
This
How many are
next
still
guy,
alive?
a single person having a drink on his own. He looked all right. He looked rather upset. He looked like he wanted to live another day. Fortunately, he will, because he got split by the explosion, and he didn't take a lot of damage, but he is on the floor with 2nd-degree burns. Now, finally, we get to the last chap, who, surprisingly enough, is the barkeep.
Please tell me you took it full in the face for being a dick.
He took it full in the face.
Yes.
Unfortunately for you, he took it full in the face and got blown backwards into the rather large supply of spirits behind him.
Yes.
Congratulations, you have made a candle man. Dead and on fire.
He's dead.
Well, How many people are still alive?
1, 2, 3.
Are they all stunned?
4
Or
and
are they
5
all
over
dying?
here too.
Everyone
I'm patting my left arm out.
Yeah,
yes,
you
they
are
are
not that bothered about.
stunned.
Right, I'm gonna walk up to the nearest one, get my spear, and just go boop. And I'm gonna do that to all but one of them. Yeah, damn right, I'm not leaving any witnesses.
I'm leaving. I'm just gonna walk out and just kind of act like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just gonna literally put my foot on their chest, hold them down, just go boop to all but the last one. And even then, I'm gonna pin him down.
You have murdered all but one patron.
And I turn around and say, "Where are the fire mages?
I don't know.
Do you want what happened to them?
I know, but I don't know where the fire mages are.
Well, you're no use, are you? Boop! And walk out.
I'm gonna finish patting my arm and like stand up and look around. I'm like, what the hell, Ivan? What the fuck did you just do?
Well, apparently I killed everyone.
But what the fuck, Ivan?
Well, I wasn't going to leave any witnesses, was I? I suggest you leave, and what we're going to do is you see all them bottles of flammable liquid over there, we're going to set them on fire and make it look like an accident.
Can we grab a couple of them first?
Yeah, go ahead.
You already left.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are still inside?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I walked outside.
Let's just go. I don't know what to do with this, but this wasn't good, Ivan, and I'm gonna walk out.
I'll clear this out. I'll go grab a couple of bottles.
And whatever patron was getting ready to walk in right now, I'm gonna just be like freaking Ace Ventura, this bitch, and be like, "You do not want to go in there."
Watching a half-stinged human being walk out of the thing, the patron who's about to climb the stairs takes a look and heads in a different direction.
I'm gonna use the big bottles of alcohol if there's any left, and basically set it up so that this entire place just turns into an inferno with a fire that's already going on. I just buck it out.
Okay.
Is this building standalone? Like, is it attached to other structures on either side, or is it standalone?
You see, I'm not concerned about this. You see,
the fire mage place is right behind it.
I don't think this is a good idea, Ivan. As I turn around and the fire like whooshes up,
and I walk out and get my horse. Like, it's wooden beams. Let's go, guys.
Ivan, I don't know.
There is a nice smell of burning wood in the air.
This just took a major turn.
I pick it up and just start going.
There is a smell of burning aged wood in the air. Oh, it takes you back to when you were younger and you were camping. Unfortunately, the smell is rather heavily interlaced by a sweet smell of burning flesh.
Barbecue.
Yeah, it smells like pork. It's fine.
So, did you find out the information you were after then, Ivan?
Nope, he didn't know. I was hoping to get it from the bartender, but never mind.
I'm going to look down at Randon. Obviously, I've got dignity. I'm just walking dignity at this point. I've still got the saddlebag over my shoulder. Mm-hmm. Look down at Randon and be like, well, I guess now we know why they didn't like a fire mage walking in.
Has that happened before?
I don't know what happens with fire mages, to be honest. Most of our interaction with Ivan, if you remember, has been outside of the city.
And I'm kind of fiddling with stuff. I'm shaking, but I'm like, kind of. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. I mean,
did you see what happened afterward?
I'm gonna have a hard time unpacking what the hell I just saw for a long time.
I also call over my shoulder. I suggest we get back to wherever we're staying.
Coming. Coming.
Brandon.
I've done it.
Check.
I've already done it. I passed it.
Well done. Yeah, nice one. You know what else?
That's why I'm shaking and squeaking.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Does this stop ever?
I suggest we leave the talk until we're back in our room, wherever that is. Lead the way.
Okay. And I hop up. Can I hop up onto Dignity? Are you already up there, Aaron?
I'm still walking Dignity. I'm
on
kind of in a
Fritz.
daze right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I hop up there and sit backwards
I
on the
guess
bedroll?
I'll work on it while the bedroll is the only thing that's up there right now, so it's not very well secured like it was with the saddlebags on either side of it. But I will throw the saddlebags
As you
back
walk
up.
away from the scene of the crime, you can see guards approaching very hurriedly. And behind them seems to be a wagon with looks like a pump and a hose trailing from it.
Mm-hmm.
I look at that and I'm like, oh, well, that's good. And then keep walking. I'm going to put the saddlebag up on. I'm going to put the saddlebag up on Dignity and go ahead and jump up, and then I'll pull Randon back up behind me again. Say, so I don't know if I know where I'm staying tonight, but we can go back to where we left this morning.
Yeah, that's good enough. Let's just get out the way for now. Let's let this cool down a bit.
I wonder if that tavern, and this is kind of to Randon more than anything, I'm like, I wonder what the response. They didn't react that way to Hans coming in, but what's going to happen if Ivan walks into the tavern we were staying at?
Good question.
Hopefully not the same thing.
Hey, Ivan, I don't think I'm going to try to convince people you're not a fire mage ever again. Just so you know.
That's fine.
But
I'm not trying to hide it.
There is the gift of subtlety that some individuals may want to practice occasionally.
Yeah.
Especially if you would have had the life experience that I've had, you might value something like that every once in a while.
Yeah, same as people should value the fact that they shouldn't piss off a fire mage.
Well, noted. I certainly won't.
I guess they're not around to regret it anymore now, are they?
Who's not around to regret what?
There's something to the saying, live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Just adding that up there.
And there's also something to say...
We're going to have to unpack this as time progresses,
and
I
there's
think.
also something to the saying of, dead men tell no lies.
Dead men tell no tales.
That as well. And of course... well, if they're dead, they can't be witnesses.
I don't know. I've seen stranger
There's
things.
a certain macabre logic to the situation.
Yeah, let's just go.
It won't possibly ever be. Well, like you say, we should probably be getting off the street. But
I shot ale from my nose.
Are you sure there's no possible way that anyone in this busy, crowded city saw someone wearing a red robe leaving a burning tavern?
Well, it's better than knowing I did it. Let's go.
I mean, you are wearing a red robe, but okay. Yeah. And it's not like you're willing to go undercover, apparently. So, yeah, let's go. And I guess we'll go back to the tavern where the cart is.
The tavern where there wasn't an accident.
That wasn't an accident?
Yeah, the tavern where there wasn't an
accident. I'm still keeping my eyes out for anybody else wearing red robes or...
As you make your way up the street to the tavern, the smell of burning wood still assaults your nostrils.
A nice smell, though. Burning wood's always a nice smell.
It's almost as if someone set fire to a building without any regard for the buildings next to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You approach the tavern. You go in through the main gate. Ivan, roll your perception check.
Okie dokie. Perception. Wow, wow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Ivan, you fail to notice that your chest is still on the cart.
Okay. That's fine.
However, dog sees you and comes running towards you.
Hi there, doggo. And I Obviously, scratching behind the ears and that.
Well, at least he comes to somebody in the group.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of pull Randon aside briefly while Ivan's distracted getting Fritz into the stable. And just kind of on the other side of Dignity. I'm not giving Dignity over to the stable right now. I'm going to look at Randon and be like, so you were saying something about friendship earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And we encountered one of the friends you'd mentioned on the road. And they'd kind of lost their mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be happening to Ivan?
It's very similar, I will say. Very similar kind of situation.
I've never seen a soldier I don't know many soldiers. I try to avoid them as best I can. And I certainly don't know many mages, but that was pretty audacious.
And evil.
I mean, I would almost agree there. I mean, I understand his idea behind it, but like you say, a little bit messed up.
I don't want to be...
I think we still need to go visit that flea market after we have this conversation with Ivan in the inn and get him settled, is all I'm saying.
I need to ask somebody around about my uncle as well. I was going to see the flea market and then maybe find a junkyard and then talk with some other people I know in the city.
Well, I don't know at what point my contact is going to reach out to me, but at some point I will have a meeting to attend as well. So just got to keep our eyes out for that coming.
Well, I think, did we get directions yet to the flea market?
We didn't. We got interrupted by Ivan, and then we were going to go in and talk about Hans, and then he had to prove he's a fire mage, and now the whole place. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go inside. And so I'm going to, is there a hitching post out here to not to have to stable Dignity right now?
There is a hitching post, yes.
I'll just hitch Dignity and I'll pull the saddlebag back over my shoulder.
Is there any way to get out of character? Is there any way to get kind of like a sense of? I know in like D&D there's like a detect good and evil or whatever, but is there anything?
Right. Just we'll take a break here, guys. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Eleanor and Ivan, bugger off for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I can toilet anyway and grab another beer. So
it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to disappear, but I will take off my headset.
Mic feedback off. Yes. Mic off.
Yeah. With you being, having that 6 months with the witch hunters, dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seamus can sense if there's any corrupting influence on Ivan.
Okay.
Randon himself can to a certain degree, but it's more powerful with Seamus than it is with Randon.
Okay. I want to look into Ivan's eyes, like make eye contact with him at some point and see if I get any kind of twinge of evil.
Problem. We'll sort that out in a minute then.
Okay. And then
I can't believe he's just blowing up an entire fucking town.
I know, right? And so I was going to go to the witch hunters to see if they had any information about my uncle. Because if it
is a good plan.
So okay, and that's why I was going to go to the flea market and then kind of bugger off to the to the witch hunters.
I would also recommend that you make a report on this on Ivan on this.
Yeah, and that's absolutely. And so, what was the phrase they use to snap me?
I can't remember.
It was
Who Watches the Watchman, wasn't it?
Who Watches the Watchman? That's it.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to nip to the loo.
All right,
But
sounds good.
You're on the right track here, bro.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All right, thanks.
All right, dude.
Bye.
Mic feedback on. Mic on.
It's good to put your ears back on.
Oh, well, that accident happened.
I wouldn't have the knowledge to bank.
So, first random old man in the middle of the woods, now entire taverns. You fucking murderer.
To be fair, that one was an accident.
Yeah, but it was funny, though.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Come on, dude. With the Windows magic being as powerful as that, you must have known something was coming.
I didn't expect it to explode everywhere. I expected a huge firebolt to go flying out the roof or
fucker.
something.
It doesn't matter about that. Then you just freaking kill everybody else. What the fuck?
Well, they were going to die anyway. They were on fire and burning.
That's not true.
Back then, there wasn't much they could do with them. They were dying anyway. Put them out of their misery. They're burning.
I don't think that's how things work.
Also not leaving witnesses either.
Well, you're a fire mage. What the fuck do you care if there's a witness?
I'd rather not have people come after me. I'm also not dumb either. It wouldn't be too hard for him to describe what I look like, would it?
Scruffy fucker in a dirty robe.
Mm-hmm. In red dirty robes. And can cause fire to happen, yeah. That won't go badly for anyone. Oh well.
Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah.
I'm certainly heading towards the chaotic side of neutral at the moment.
I don't know if that's still neutral.
Technically it is, because it was an accident and I just cleaned up the witnesses.
That's...
If I did it intentionally, that would be evil. Chaotic act.
It could be lawful evil because you lawfully did something in a very evil fashion. Because, I mean, honestly, if you wanted to be, like, chaotic neutral, you might have just, like, burnt out all of their tongues and at least left them alive.
Yeah.
Or would that be more evil than killing
That'd
them?
be more evil.
No.
That'd be chaotic evil.
Yeah.
That'd be chaotic evil, leaving them alive.
What he did, he just killed them, so that's probably lawful evil. And then if we had just burnt out their tongues, it would have been chaotic evil.
No.
So what would have been the chaotic neutral thing? I don't know.
What he just did was pure evil, mate. There's no good or evil involved in that. That was a case of, I fucked up, you're all going to die because I fucked up.
I fucked up, you're burning, fuck it, I'm just going to finish you off, screw this. The last guy, that was evil. I'll admit that one. The last one was pretty evil. It's like, you know what? Fuck you two. Stab. Walked off. That one was evil.
All right, so we're back at the tavern now, and we're going in. How do they react to a fire mage walking into this establishment?
Yeah.
As you walk through the doors, nobody stops to look in your general direction except for the tavern keep. Ah, you've come back. You have dinner cooking, dinner food ready. Look, I got new meat, lovely new meat. You like new meat? I have lamb.
That smells good.
Do you always talk like that, and then I turn into what other languages do I know? I know Bretonian, but I don't want to fucking metagame this. I just start speaking whatever languages I know. And see which one he knows, because he's obviously got a thick freaking accent from somewhere.
Well, you would probably recognize the accent then, right?
I don't know, do I?
The accent's quite thick. You probably say, Hello, would you like to my foot is brilliant. You know, I love it to my foot.
Yeah, if I notice it's Bretonian, I'll actually speak to him Bretonian and say,
I mean,
look, my
I know
friend...
Bretonian as well.
Yeah.
I just have never spoken it.
Yeah. I just turn around and say, in Bretonian, obviously, look, my apprentice is staying here, you've probably seen him, he's little guy.
You speak my language. Oh, fantastic. How are you today, sir? Would you like food? Look, I have a lovely meat on tonight. Would you have a room? Would you like a room?
I
I've
should
called
already
my
have one.
daughters.
My apprentice has one here.
Oh, you mean the short lad with with the dog?
That's right.
Yeah, he's fine. He was picked up this morning by one of the fire mage ladies. I can't remember her name. I tell you what, I did notice a nice figure. Really, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you know where they hang out in this town, by any chance, in the fire mages?
Yeah, up the side of the market square. Just walk down, walled room, walled building. You can't miss it. There may be a scent of smoke in the air, though. However, apparently there was a fire earlier on. One of the mages went into a tavern, blew it up. I tell you, I can't trust them. Some of them you can't trust. Yeah, no problem. I've got some nice lamb on the go. Would you like a bit of lamb? It's got garlic, cheese. I tell you what, I'll shout my daughter. She'll take you upstairs. She'll show you your room, show you where everything is. Everything's good, yes?
Yeah, just show me where my apprentice's room, my room is, and I'll just go get changed.
No problems. My young small diminutive friend. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm sorry about this morning. This morning very bad.
Oh, is he talking to me?
Yeah.
Yep. No problem. No problem.
No. I am sorry. I overreact.
Yeah.
You destroyed the meat before. I tell you what. I
understand.
I tell you what. I treat you to drink. And the barkeep turns round and takes a rather dusty bottle off a top shelf and pours you a finger of a nice, clear liquid.
No, not the...
Oh, no, it's clear.
Oh, what is this, my friend?
It's from my home country. It's lovely. It's made from potatoes and vegetables. It's nice drink. Yeah. It not do any harm. It's good. Clear nose out.
What does it taste like?
Roll your drunk test.
Oh, God.
Is it consume alcohol? There it is.
Yeah. Consume alcohol, please.
Oh, shit.
Fails quite badly.
Ooh. Boy, that's a potent concoction, my friend.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on, that's a success level -4.
Yeah.
What's your toughness bonus?
Let me find that real quick.
Probably 3.
Toughness is 3.
Oh, fuck's sake. Roll me a D10, please.
You're paralytic.
Congratulations, you are stinking drunk and have now gained animosity towards everybody in the room.
Except for him, right?
No, that includes
everybody.
him.
It just says everybody.
Shit.
I look at the guy and say, "What did you give him?" And I say this in Bretonian.
Oh, it's a potato drinker. We know it as called poutine.
Oh, God.
Well, this is fucking good. What the fuck are you looking at?
I'm just on there rubbing my head, going, "What the fuck?"
You weren't meant to get fucking that pissed.
I don't know how to play this because I don't want to cuss the guy out.
Oh God, no! You hate everybody. Anybody looking at you needs a good slapping. Rick, you've got Napoleon complex, mate.
It's like you looking at me funny.
I'm sorry. I tell you what, look. Have something to eat. Suck the alcohol up. Yes, suck the alcohol up.
Well, if you make me eat that fucking piss,
look. Take your friend upstairs. Obviously, he's had too much to drink. You should be fine. Take him away, please.
Don't take me anywhere, motherfuckers. I just gonna be with.
I just stand there going, "What the fuck?"
You got any water or anything?
Yes, I get you water. My daughter, she comes, she bring you water. Water. You never drink pudding before, no?
Drink what?
I think that does not.
Drink what?
Look, I'm really sorry, mate, but you need to take your friend upstairs. And he's going to be on his ass in a couple of minutes, even worse.
And I immediately just sit down on the ground really hard, like I fell backwards, but sit down instead.
Now, the question is, would you attempt to take another drink?
If it was given to me?
No, it's still on the bar. It wasn't in a shot glass. This is quite a large glass of booze.
No, I think okay.
Oh, did you slam it in one go, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Perhaps a drunken minesweep might be in order.
A drunken what?
Minesweep.
Yeah.
What is that?
Have you never heard of that?
Uh-uh.
Right, drunken minesweeping is where you go past all the tables where there's nobody there and you drink the drinks on there, regardless of whose it is.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll get up from the ground. Don't fucking touch me. Just let me. Don't fucking touch me.
Do it there or no?
And I get up. And I kind of stumble over to the table and grab a drink at the same time I stumble.
Hey, you shorty, what are you doing taking my drink?
Shut the hell up. And I slam the glass on the table.
Okay, roll again, please.
For what?
You're already on the stinking drunk thing, so it's just a roll of D10.
Oh, right. I guess.
Are the winds of magic still strong?
Yes.
Okay.
Gain a bonus of plus 20 to your cool skill.
Where is it?
Don't talk to me, sir. I've had a rough day.
Gonna tap him on the shoulder and say Ashwi Breather and use the spell.
Okay.
And pray that it goes well.
Don't fucking touch me!
I still just tap you on the shoulder because you're drunk as fuck.
Okay. Randon.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the power of Ivan's magic seeping into your arm.
And right before it takes effect, I want to say, I said, don't.
Randon collapses to the ground.
So I'm assuming because he's paralytically fucking drunk, he'd have a pro
Blind,
condition. Yeah.
stinking drunk, and under the effects of a sleep spell. When he wakes up in the morning, I don't want to be the receiving end of that hangover.
Yeah. I just turn around and say, you might want to drag him upstairs to his room, wherever the hell it is. Jesus Christ.
Eleanor, what are you doing while this is all going on?
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I'm just leaning up against the bar, and I've snuck a thing of poutine for myself.
Okay. Roll it then, dude.
Sake.
Consume alcohol test, right?
Yep.
I'm like, what's the fuss all about here? My consume alcohol is terrible, so I'm probably gonna.
Oh no! That's
Lord!
Lord.
I got 3 shots in before I realized how fucked up that Brandon.
Roll on that table, mate. What D10?
That's a crit failure.
D10.
Ouch.
Yep. D10 and add 2 to the result.
D10 plus 2.
Yep.
Okay. So 3.
You ignore all your prejudices and animosities. You're a nice drunk.
Apparently, yeah.
Man, this stuff is great. I don't understand what his issue is, man. This is fantastic.
Do you want to take him up to the whatever room you guys are sharing? I'm assuming.
Oh fuck no, man. He looks comfortable right there. Why would I want to carry him up the stairs?
The barkeep looks at you. You like the poutine?
Oh yeah, man. This is great.
I tell you what, you paid 3 gold for the meat. I tell you what, would you like another shot?
Hey, I'll take another shot. Absolutely.
No, and he pours you a man's sized shot.
Oh,
and passes
all
it
right.
over.
How much money have I? Can I get some Bretonian wine at least?
Wine. Would you like red, rosé, or white?
Hey, I succeeded that one just barely. Didn't get any drunker apparently.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have to roll on the drunk table, mate.
All right.
Still already pissed.
Yeah,
you fuckers keep it down.
You can move or take an action. You can't do both.
I'll take a red, please.
No problems. Here you go, sir. That will be 4 silver, obviously, and he gives you a nice half bottle of the 1812.
Oh, he gives me actually half bottle, does he? Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of slam, but not hard enough to like break the shot glass back onto the bar, and then I'm just gonna like stand there with my hand out on it for like a second, like frozen in place. And then I'm gonna like.
You're enjoying the pot. Would you like another?
That was
You're doing quite well.
really good. And then I'm gonna realize my hand's still stuck to the glass and pull it back. Yeah, I'll take another.
No problems. I tell you, you'll have to make this the last one. You're only supposed to have about 2 or 3 in a day. You look like you're handling it quite well. I'll give you another shot. And he pours you another shot.
Awesome. So I'm gonna like reach out to like grab it, and I'm gonna like sit there for a minute, and I'm gonna turn and like look at Ivan.
I'm there supping my Bretonian wine, which is meant
then
to be
I'm
delicious,
gonna like
by the way.
Look at Ivan for an awkward minute before I realize, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, and then I'm gonna pick up the glass and like hold it and like look at it for a minute. I'm like, I'm ready, and then.
Okay, this is your third shot, and you're already been stinking drunk completely. Add +4 to your roll this time.
+4 to the. Okay, so +40. I can't succeed then. I've only got 31.
No. You've just rolled a D10, mate. And that.
Okay.
You're already pissed.
Yeah. Okay.
You're 16 sheets to the wind. In fact, there's no sheets in the wind. The sheets are bugged off somewhere.
So 11. I'm off the charts.
Erinor, you stand up straight. You place the glass on the table. You turn with a purpose. You are a man with a mission. You look fine. You're not drunk, and you.
I am just.
Forward.
That's. And then.
And there is no actual movement. You go from horizontal to vertical in 1 second flat.
And I had my saddlebag over my shoulder as well.
Yeah. Fortunately for you, the saddlebags cushion the floor slightly, and you don't take any damage. But again, you're absolutely drunk.
You didn't fall on me.
I make sure that they're well secured and buckled close too. So
okay.
Well, I suck my wine. Is it any good?
Hey, well, let's have a look, shall we?
Yeah.
It's a surprisingly shit wine.
I turn around and actually say again, this isn't exactly a good Bretonian wine. Not the good stuff, I take it.
Oh, unfortunately not. The wine round here is not very good. We've been having a lot of problems with deliveries just recently. And there is a few issues going on around the place. The fire mages for one, and the
what the fire mages been up to then?
Oh, well, they're hoarding all the good stuff, and the local thieves guild is being a bit of a. Well, we'll need to say they're being a bit bitchy about it. Something's happened to the thieves guild, and they're not planning on doing anything else. I'm afraid. Nothing's coming in, nothing's going out. Would you like my daughter to show you to your room? Well, your apprentice's room, I assume. I assume you'll be staying there.
Yeah, I say, if I give you 10 copper, could you make sure these guys are taken to their room?
Not a problem. I'll get the bouncer to carry them upstairs.
Thank you. I dropped 10 copper on the.
What about your chest? It's still out in the cart, I believe.
Oh, is it?
I'll get someone to bring it up for you.
Thank you. Tell them don't open it.
Yeah, we're not stupid enough to open a fire mage's chest. Trust me, someone's done. I've been on the receiving end of that before. Now I've watched somebody do it. It's not great, but it's funny when they lose their eyebrows.
Yeah, or their face, or yeah. Either way.
Well, if it's really making them lose their face, I think you've got a bit too much magic in there. To be fair.
Well, people shouldn't steal other people's shit, especially a fire mage. It's not a good idea.
Oh, indeed. Okay, no problems. You have yourself a good night, and I'll get someone to remove them to upstairs.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to head over to the fire mage place after I've got changed.
Right. This has got you're into the evening now. You've been drinking for the rest of the afternoon. You've been talking and drinking, obviously. So it's now early evening.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
So off you go to bed. Randon and Erinor. Unfortunately, the person taking Erinor upstairs knows Erinor has been kind to his master and takes him up nicely. Randon, you're dragged by your feet up the stairs.
Clonk, 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 clonk.
and deposited not so nicely inside the room. Whereas Erenor was placed on the bed, you were just dumped on the floor on the other side of the door.
No. Everybody's mean to the little guy.
Perhaps the little guy shouldn't have threatened to blow the place up. Or burn it down, sorry, my bad.
Nobody did that.
Well, you didn't do that in earshot of anyone anyway.
No. Perhaps the little guy should have been nice to the master at the start.
Yeah.
Instead of calling him a dick. And for all intents and purposes, you called him a thieving scumbag.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, you did.
Right. Okay. Now, seeing as both Erenor and Random were blacked out, the GM and players decide what happened.
Well,
Can you both do a consume alcohol test for me, please?
Okay.
do I need to roll one because I was just supping my wine, or am I?
No,
good?
you're fine. Okay, Random's passed. Erenor
Ooh,
didn't.
yeah.
Random, you do not get the poisoned condition. Erenor,
Okay.
you get the poisoned condition, apparently.
Okay.
You did drink a lot of that shit.
I don't know
Alright,
how
so
to,
look,
I
I'll
don't
just-
know how to mark that, to be honest. So
Am I awake yet?
No, he's still asleep.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Poisoned.
well, I already took 4 damage from Wayne earlier, or from Ivan earlier too.
There we go. You've been poisoned and injected with venom at the end of each round. Yeah, no, ignore that, ignore that, ignore that. Right, you may remove a poison condition with successful endurance test. Each success level removes an extra poison condition. Yeah, okay. So when you wake up, you need to take an endurance test.
Okay.
Or you might have the jappy crappies.
Yes. If you fall unconscious when poisoned, which you do, make an endurance test after a number of rounds, blah, 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 plus stuff like that. Yeah, no, you're not deaf. You're just pissed.
You're gonna be welcome to the vomitorium.
Right, morning has broken. Ivan, you have spent a very nice night in your piss-strewn room. Remember, dog was in there yesterday, and it smells quite like a men's toilet.
Well, I head downstairs. I'm assuming the dog spent the night with me because he was following me before.
Yeah, Erenor,
Yes,
Right.
indeed.
you have had a good night's sleep, so your wounds are fixed. But
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
good.
you need to take an endurance test to see if you lose poison.
Okay.
Congratulations! You wake up without a hangover. You are one lucky dog.
Apparently.
Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
you wake up as normal because, well, you didn't have poison, so you're fine.
Yeah, I head downstairs for breakfast with the dog.
Good morning. Good morning. I have porridge, honey, cheese, fresh bread, slabs of butter.
Excellent. I think I'll take some cheese and bread.
No problems. Would you like an ale this morning?
No, have you got anything to help wake me up this morning? I got some business to do this morning.
I got you some nice fruit juice. That's quite tart. That'll wake you up nicely.
Ah, that'll do very nicely. Thank you.
No problems. Yeah, where's your... There you go. So the young lady comes over and brings you a nice tray of bread and cheese. So the bread is nice, light and fluffy. And you have a large, tall glass of purple drink.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid. Go through the wall. Oh, yeah. To be fair, that is something that Ivan could probably do. Kool-Aid guy through a fucking wall, but yes.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Do not step into the next great adventure.
My guy sits downstairs enjoying his breakfast, scratching the doggo behind his ears.
Oh, my head. Oh, my
Really?
neck.
Oh, I'm fine.
How did I wake up on the damn floor?
I don't know. I feel like I slept pretty well.
It feels like somebody banged my head against the back of the
There
The
is a
floor.
knock on your door.
Oh, not so loud. Good Lord. Come in.
The door opens and a young serving wench walks in with a fresh ewer of water and a large bowl of steaming water.
Oh, well. Isn't that a nice sight? Thank you, miss.
She looks at you and giggles, stating that the tavern keeper set this up thinking that you might need to wash up a bit better this morning due to being slightly drunk last night.
I don't know what that was he gave me, but jeez Louise, thank you, ma'am. And I hand her, 2 brass pennies.
No problem.
Yeah, barkeep.
So what can I do to help you?
Yes, you may want to send somebody up, please, to air out the room a bit. I think before I got here, I had a smell of it when I got up there last night. The dog may have whizzed on the floor, unfortunately.
That dog again, that bloody dog. Look, do you mind if you just tie it up outside at night? I'll get the stable boy to look after him for you.
That's fine, as long as somebody keeps an eye on him. I'll leave him in the stable and hay. That's fine. Oh, is there a bathhouse around here at all, or do you have one on site?
I can have one drawn for you. But please bear in mind, though, that leaving the dog with the stable boy, it will cost you an extra silver a night.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, you're not paying for it, but Lucian is. So what do you care? Yes. If you follow my daughter, she'll take you to the bathhouse. It's just next to the stable. It's more of a steam room than anything else. You can wash, get refreshed, and come back.
Ah, that's good. I'll take the dog out with me then while we're going out there. Doggo can have a.
Speak to Corin in the guard in the stables. He'll look after it.
That's fine. Thank you very much, sir. You see, I can be polite to barkeepers.
I wash up and get dressed and.
Just like to point out that you weren't polite to the last barkeeper.
Well, he was an asshole. I said I
up,
can be. I didn't say I would be.
You walked up to him and smashed his face into the bar because, and I quote, you were a bit cheesed off.
Yeah. You made me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I walk down. I ask Aaron, are you coming down for breakfast?
Yeah, I definitely could use some food on the stomach, I believe, this morning.
Well, okay. Well, feel free to get washed up, and I
do think we still need to. I mean, I definitely feel like I needed that, but I feel like we definitely have some business we need to do today.
I agree. I've got some ideas of where we need to go as well.
Quick OOC, are you knackered, Mark?
I was literally doing that as Aranor, like he's waking up, rubbing the sleep out of his eyes, and
then 10 XP, mate, because I fucking firmly believe that.
Yeah, no, that was Aranor doing that, not me.
10 XP, mate. I well and truly believe that. No, dude.
All right. I'll take it. Yeah, no, I was just sitting recovering from the drink of the night before and getting over myself and just like coming to the realization that, we've basically slept in the same building with a dude that just burnt a whole another building down the day before.
Yeah, true.
I might get XP for that. I cleared out the entire bar room in one go.
That's wishful thinking, maybe.
I don't know. It was pretty fucking spectacular.
It was spectacular.
You get no XP for turning a barman into a bloody melted candle.
I turned him into a human torch.
Not the right kind. This isn't Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, he was quite literally flaming.
Yes.
It was Fantastic for everybody other than him.
He was one of the fabulous four, apparently.
Fabulous. He was fabulous.
He said he was when he's on fire, yeah.
Yeah, that's because he was flaming.
Ooh, hot stuff.
Exactly.
Hot stuff.
Fucking unbelievable.
It was an accident, but I rolled with it, and, well...
gotta take it and go.
Mm-hmm. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your chance. You gotta set fire to a tavern and kill everyone inside. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. To be fair, they didn't all die to fire, though.
Oh no! Oh no! This is the way we stab the crip, stab the crip, stab the crip.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way we stab the crip early in the morning.
It was pretty early in the morning too,
Mhm.
to get drunk.
It was, yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you just left it at the accidental explosion, that would have been one thing. But then to walk around and literally like kill everybody that survived it, yeah.
Well, no witness.
My
Nuck and futs, man. Nuck and futs.
My name is Ivan Volanov. You're seeing my
Come on.
face. There can be only one.
Indeed.
Today I've been mostly blowing
Come
up
on.
bars.
Come on.
Mostly blowing
You
up.
awkward ass dog. Come on. Fine. Stay down there.
Yeah,
See,
Mark,
See?
your
Brandon
dog is
doesn't even-
awkward.
Randa doesn't have luck with normal dogs either.
Yes, she is
No.
quite awkward.
You should see the picture that we got earlier. I had her on her back and I was like holding her like this, and her legs were sticking straight up in the air. That's really funny.
But she was
She's-
super, like her
but
face
she-
and everything was super relaxed, but her back legs were like completely rigid, straight up in the air. It's like, what the heck are you
Come on.
doing? And they hadn't started that way. Like
Yeah,
the more relaxed she got, the more
the
rigid.
more they
it became.
stuck up. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Oh, you hear us talking about you. You hear us talking about you. You do? Oh, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen at the stream, dog.
Doggo.
Dog.
Shyla. She's a shy little asshole.
Yep.
When I first got her, I named her that because she was going to be a shy little angel, but that hasn't turned out.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Anyway,
She's a shy little angel sometimes, but just
Speaking about doggos, I take the doggo out to get washed with me and drop it off
and
at
you
the...
leave him. Yep, and you leave him with the stable boy.
I do indeed, and then I have my lovely, lovely steam or bath or whatever the fuck it is in the end.
And they're called the steams. Basically, yeah, you sit in the room, you steam all the shit out, and then you go for a bath out. Then you wash yourself with cold water. Then you get into a nice hot bath, clean.
Excellent stuff. I even
I
would
take
love
you-
this.
I take it you've never seen that sort of thing before.
No.
I think it's Dutch.
Mhm.
Probably something like that.
Basically, sauna, then clean up with cold water to get rid of any impurities, and then bang into the hot water again.
Mm-hmm.
Been a while since I've had a sauna and a plunge pool, like you have to admit.
Oh yeah,
Goddamn missed that.
yep.
Oh, that was great for my knee and my back.
So I'm making my way down to the bar.
Good morning. Good morning. You have
Oh.
breakfast. I have breakfast for you.
Yes, I would need some breakfast today. Whatever. I'm not gonna try to show you how to cook this time. I'm gonna just eat the lovely food that you've prepared.
Okay, what would you like? We have bread. We have cheese. We have meat. Plenty meat. We have honey. We have butter. We have
Yes.
fruit.
And I think I saw some kind of fruity drink.
Yes, we have fruit juice. You have fruit juice? No problems. I bring you fruit juice. Hangover. Yeah, too much to drink. Hangover. So the young girl comes over. She puts you down a plate of meat, bread, honey, with butter, and a large glass of a purplish drink.
I just start sipping on that. Start eating my food.
I'll stumble in and just be like, yeah, I'll have what he's having.
Shiloh, quit. Get out of there.
And
What's she doing?
She's going for a. Damn, she's gonna knock everything off. Get out.
the young girl brings you the food over, and you enjoy and
No.
eat with gusto.
Okay.
I take it there's not a lot of conversation going on because you're too busy filling your faces.
Oh,
Pretty
yes.
much.
Well, my
Just-
guy's on his own, steaming and bathing, so yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Not a lot of combo going on at the moment.
Just
Shirley,
let you
go
know
away.
My guy's ready and out.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Bloody stiff I am. Oh.
Yeah. So
Ow.
So
Yeah,
is
no.
Ivan in here or is he outside?
The Ivan is in the steams outside.
Okay.
Aaron, should we finish up our breakfast and carry on about our day?
I believe so. I'm just. Yes. I just don't know what we need to do about Ivan this morning.
Well, honestly, he's been a wonderful traveling companion up to this point, and I think it would be. I need to speak to some people about my uncle, and
we can put this Ivan thing on the back burner, but that was just a little shocking yesterday. So
maybe we need to seek some wisdom in the situation. I will tell you, and I kind of like look around and make sure nobody's listening. That was pretty chaotic. One would say.
What does that mean? I mean, I think it was just damn evil myself, but
well, and that's. I was taken into the witch hunters for being exposed to chaos, and I hadn't done it. I hadn't done anything half as evil as that.
I guess I just don't know enough about all of that, but I trust your judgment on it. I just know that it's not the Ivan I've come to know up to this point.
And he was gone in the woods for how long was it? Like a week or two?
A week, yeah. But who knows what he could have encountered out
Mic
there.
feedback off.
Well, let's just hope our friend is of sound mind, but there's no way to get that information from him.
I mean, like you say, we're going to have to seek out some wisdom, but who can we trust? That's going to be the next question.
I have some people, so let's head to the flea market, and we'll go from there. Let's, barkeep.
Hello, good morning. What can I do for you?
I keep calling you barkeep. That is so rude. What is your name, sir? Make you think.
Eleanor.
Yes.
Stand up.
Okay.
Walk into the other room and just clip him round the fucking ear hole.
He's gonna try. Come on. Oh, I don't have my knife on me. I was gonna pull it. Okay, there he goes.
I don't think I put the fucking name down for him.
I'll just make something up.
His name is Sam.
Pierre.
Because that's what it am.
Mic on.
How about Pierre?
No, I gave the name to last time to.
I think the daughter had a name too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I gave the name to Lucian last month, and I've slept since then.
How about our fiddlesticks?
Okay, let's say I don't ask that then.
His name is Bar, last name Keep.
Yeah.
And
anyway,
his name is Yora Asshole. Yes.
Daughter's name is first name Hey, last name You.
Hey You. So
why did I not put his name down? That's unusual for me.
Mic feedback off. Mic off.
Well, anyway, the point is, do you have any idea where a flea market of sorts is?
Market. End of street, turn. Hang on, end of street, turn left, and a big market square. You can't miss it. It's really big.
I think we almost made it there yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's bottom of the street. As you go bottom of the street, you turn left. On the right-hand side of the street, there used to be a tavern called Drunken Fool. You can't miss it, Drunken Fool. Always full, always lots of people. Nice place, I tell you. Being a bit shit, but not a bad place. The barman, he's very, 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 very stupid. But he make a good beer.
The Drunken Fool?
Yes, the Drunken Fool. You can't miss it. It's the most prime place on the road. As you go down bottom here, the Drunken Fool. Only they don't have stable, they don't have rooms, they don't do food. Very nice for beer. Always good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. Aranel, shall we go?
Mic feedback
think maybe
on.
we ought
Mic
to.
on.
If you're
Can
going
you-
drunk before, you tell him, barkeep of whatever this tell the tavern up the road. He sends you down. He give you a nice drink. That he got really good whiskey, great stuff. Careful though, burn you on throat on way down. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
So I question, barkeep. I left Dignity on the hitching post in the stable yard and not properly stabled last night. Do you know if he was...
No, don't worry. Any horses on hitching post, if customer drunk, customer thick, customer stupid, customer dead, we'll put horse in stable.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I'll check on him. I just wanted to know, do I need to look at the hitching posts or in the stable? I'll go to the stable then.
Yeah.
So
Just for your information, Dignity was taken off the hitching post by Corin.
okay.
The guy you got to look after him because you paid him the copper.
Yep.
Well,
I paid him the silver, but yeah.
And he basically stabled Dignity last night.
Okay.
Surprisingly enough, he saw your escapade inside the drunken area, and surprisingly enough, he's quite proud of the fact that you stood up, turned around, and then fell over.
Okay. So, well, if you do see Ivan when he comes back in, just tell him that we had a few errands to run and that we'll see him later on this evening.
No problem. I tell your friend. He looking for the midges anyway. I tell him where to go. He love it. It's great fun. No problem.
just tell him, leave us a note if he's not coming back here tonight for some reason, and we'll do the same.
No problems. I tell him leave notes. He leave people. He come back. He tell daughter give good time. It's fine.
All right. Thank you for the assist.
Okay, let's leave.
Are you walking or going by Dignity?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to leave Dignity stabled. I'm going to check on Dignity before we leave, though.
Okay.
I've got my saddlebag locked back up in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to check on Dignity, thank Corin for getting him stabled properly, and then we'll head out.
As you can see, Dignity, he's there. Corin is stood there feeding him an apple. Dignity seems quite happy.
I'm going to walk in, see the apple, and be like, so he's warming up to you then, is he?
Hey, he loved me, sir. He was fine. He was fine last night. He's got fresh straw. There's a big bowl of oats there for him to eat and some nice fresh hay.
Well, I appreciate you taking care of him for me. All right.
Out of character, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Come on for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that's the one I had on my calendar. I think when we set it up, I had already tentatively scheduled a D&D game for tonight.
Yeah, but sorry you had to annoy that. You had to change that, Matt.
Well, no, I didn't change it. It's my boss's group, and his wife is a doula, and she got called out for a birth last night, and so she didn't make it back until like 6 a.m. this morning. And so I was kind of waiting to hear back, because last night he was like, depending on how that goes, I don't know if she's going to be up for it. And we were already one player down. And so when that happened, this morning he hadn't said anything. I was like, so how are we looking? And just kind of pushed for the answer and was kind of able to drive it in a direction of, hey, let's reschedule. Because we were already going to be down one. And then if his wife was going to basically be in zombie mode, then what's the point?
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
Yeah, just let me know when I get back from the bathhouse, by the way.
What happened, Kurt? What happened?
Nothing happened. I had dropped a pork rind earlier that I was eating, and then Shiloh was trying to go after it.
Shiloh was trying to get.
Yeah, she's like about to knock over my iPad, trying to get underneath this TV tray I've got the stuff set up on. So,
well, she's probably still not going to believe that it's not there until she has where it was.
I threw it on the floor.
Oh, so she got it.
No, she's outside right now. So.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. So, Eleanor and Randon, you have walked out through the front door of the inn. You haven't gone out through the courtyard this time.
Well, I did check on Dignity.
You checked on Dignity. So you just miss Ivan. Ivan comes out just after you leave
Okay.
from the steams.
I head back into the bar.
Okay, Ivan, you had a good steam. You're walking up to your room to put on some fresh clothes.
Indeed I am. Obviously, I get changed, and then I head back down. And
Okay.
speak
You
to Marky.
open your trunk and you realise your trunk is not locked.
Okay.
Because they didn't lock your trunk, remember?
I thought he said he did.
No.
Okay, whatever. Anything missing out there, I search through it.
No, there's nothing missing.
Other than obviously the one set of robes.
One of Han's robes is still missing, I think.
Which Ivan's got.
Or no, Randon, I think, has it in his
Randon's
pack
got
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
No, Randon gave it back to you.
No, because he was like, well, it's not going to fit me, and so I rolled it up and stuck it in my pack.
Right, okay.
Because I had nowhere to store it. Didn't have that on
Okay,
me.
so Eleanor and Randon, you're at the bottom of the street. So there we go. Look, there's a market.
Look, there's something
Hey,
smouldering further down south.
Yeah, how's that looking? How many buildings actually ended up burning down before they could get it put out?
Mic feedback off. Mic off.
As you walk down to the corner, you see the remains of the drunken fool and the two houses either side of it and the house behind it. And then, surprisingly enough, across the road, there was a house with a lot of large amount of burning and scorching upon it. Almost like the fire jumped the street. Upon further close inspection, you realise, no, it looked like a fireball had gone up in the air and landed on it.
Huh. That's a mess, isn't it?
So, like, it came up the chimney and came back down?
No, like it's the one that he sent ages ago. I don't know.
When he fired the fireball into the fireplace, the explosion came out towards you, but it also went up the chimney,
Went
taking
up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I
pouring
was saying.
all the soot into the sky into a single fireball, and it just went up and then dropped.
Okay.
Fun times. What goes up must come down, as they say.
Mic
I think we
feedback
should,
on.
we should definitely.
Mic on.
Can I say this to Aaron? I think we should definitely act more surprised. Oh my! What?
I don't
what
think
happened?
it's gonna matter.
Okay. Do we want to go shopping, or do we want to go to seek the wisdom we were going to seek?
I mean, I don't have any shopping to do, really.
Remember, shopping is there. Wisdom you seek is over there.
Right. So I kind of look. Can I do a
Mic
quick perception
feedback
to see if I
off.
see anything?
Mic
cool?
off.
Yeah, sure. Where are you looking?
I'm just kind of. You know how like when do you guys have garage sales in the UK?
Yard sales.
Yard sales where people sell their shit. Okay.
No, we don't.
Well,
But
we have something.
We have something like a car boot sale where people go into a field with their car boots and put everything onto a table.
Yeah, it might be something like that. Yeah,
it's like that, but we have like where you get in your garage and you line your driveway with all of the shit that you're selling. So I'm kind of, but this is how you do it here. You kind of like look and see as you're driving by really slow to see if there's anything cool, or that catches your attention before you stop.
You can have a look, but yeah.
Perception.
Why have I got the picture in my head now of a small, short guy in a purple pimple driving past going, yeah.
I would like to, if it's possible, looking around near me, can I use my evaluate skill and see if I see anything valuable?
Yeah, sure.
I passed.
I did not. This all looks like junk to me. So.
Eleanor.
Yes.
You don't see anything that catches your fancy. Randon.
Yes, sir.
On the table, as you walk past, you notice a small bag with the symbol of your family on it.
I kind of look for the purveyor of of these goods.
The purveyor is a rather dirty-looking man. Ragged cloak, bit hunched, pointy nose. Seems like the sort of guy who, if he finds it, he'll sell it.
Do you mind if I pick this up?
You pick it up, mate. You pay for it. You buy it.
Oh, can I look at it before I buy it?
Hey, look with your eyes, not your fingers.
What can I see? What it is?
Yeah,
what
you
is
can
this
see
thing?
from there perfectly fine. It's a little bag, nice and leathery. It's a bit tight on the old drawstrings. Nothing inside, as far as I could tell, but you know how it goes. It's a nice little piece of kit.
What are you wanting for that leather bag there?
For you, sir, I tell you what, I'll offer it to you for a nice 2 silver.
About 1 silver, 5 brass.
Ah, a bit of a haggler, are we, sir? I love these sort of jobs.
I'm trying my hand at it.
I'll tell you what, I'll cut my own throat here. 1 silver, 30 brass.
That's bullshit now, isn't it? Because that's well over 2 silver.
No, cut my own throat here. I've got overheads, I've got lower heads, I've got side heads, you know.
You've got a lot of heads.
I have, mainly overheads, but yeah, you can understand, sir. I'll tell you what, obviously, you're a man of sophistication. You know when some people are trying to have a go at you. You know, it's all banter at the end of the day. 1 silver, 10 coin, 10 brass.
Sure, that's fair.
It's fair, sir. Thank you very much. Cutting me own throat, giving you the deal this good at this time of the day. By all means.
Mic feedback on. Mic on.
I don't bother with that.
Both silver disappear very quickly.
Is his name Dibbler by any chance?
You're muted, Mark.
It's 12 to 1, right? 12 brass, 2
Yes.
silver, is that right? Yeah. Okay.
So I just give him to you. I was like, thanks for the bit of fun too. And I pick up the bag and can I examine it? What is it?
Yeah, it's a small leather bag with your family's crest on the front.
With the Scotch barrels, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mic feedback off. Mic off.
I'm gonna try something out and kind of just put something in it.
Okay.
Does anything weird happen?
Nope.
Nothing happens.
As far as you're aware, it's just a small leather bag with your symbol on it.
Oh, look at this, Eleanor.
That is pretty cool. What is
Do you know what that symbol is?
I have no idea. It's not anything I'm familiar with.
You see, well, you can see the barrel on it, but you see the leaves coming around the sides like that, and you've got the filigree and all that. It's the Scotch barrel emblem.
Oh, what's Scotch barrel?
Well, that's my last name. That's my progeny. So
that's cool.
My heritage. Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's a clue.
A clue. Yeah.
Well, didn't you say you were looking for your family or something?
Yeah, I'm looking for my uncle. So, can I look on this table to see if there's anything else that I might identify?
Okay, yeah, by all means.
I mean, like something I would recognize. All right.
Looking specifically at that leather bag, can I tell how much it would typically be worth? Can I do another evaluate check?
You could try it, yeah.
Oh shit!
Curious.
I'll fail.
Unfortunately, Randon, you find nothing on the table of other value or worth or interest. Eleanor, your well-honed eyes for seeing stuff that you can sell tells you quite clearly that the bag is of good quality leather, good workmanship. The seams are perfectly tight, and it would typically go for about 30 to 40 silver.
Oh, how much did you say you paid for this, Randon? I'm going to say quietly as we step away from this stall.
I got it for 2 silver.
That's quite the deal. You got to hold on to that.
Is it really? Well, I have a hunch about this bag.
Look here. Look how tight the threading is on the seam here.
It's
you don't
nice.
get that very typically. I'd say this is probably a good handful of silver worth, probably 30 at least.
Yeah, I remember.
It's good quality work. This.
Well, I'm going to hang on to it for sure. And does it have any straps on it or anything to attach it to you?
Yes.
Do a perception check.
Okay.
Does this have any straps on it or anything?
No.
Attach?
When I say small leather bag, I'm talking like a small side bag or like a big pouch.
Oh, by 1.
Okay.
-1.
Well, I put it in the top of my satchel.
You
My
don't notice anything, Karen. No.
Okay. Damn.
Okay. Well, shall we go seek the wisdom that we are seeking?
I mean,
Mic
lead
feedback
the way.
on.
You seem to
Mic
have
on.
a intended destination. I am just kind of making myself visible to allow myself to be contacted by those who are seeking me. So,
okay, so we head across the bridge here. Let's see. Over here. I guess I can move myself. This
yeah,
motion
we'll go.
on here.
I know where we're going, but
Stop.
I just
Erin, get back there. No, stop in the middle of the bridge, pair of you.
middle. There's blood on the cobbles here. I think I recognize it.
Erin,
Yes.
roll your perception, please.
Okay.
Randon, do the same.
Let's hope I'm not blind this time.
I know.
Oh, fuck me.
Ah.
At least you're seeing something. Damn it.
Randon, you hear from behind a carriage and horses trotting towards you.
Do we have room to get? Does it have room to get around us?
Well, you're both in the middle of the bridge. I wouldn't recommend standing there for too much longer. Perhaps get to the side a little bit.
I kind of get to the side and head a little bit closer to the edge.
Okay.
At the end of the bridge.
Do you pull Erinor with you?
Yeah, Erinor, come on, hurry up.
What? Oh, okay.
Get out of the way.
Erinor.
And I point.
Yep. You are both at the side of the bridge, and a small black carriage pulled by 4 black horses drives past you.
Oh.
Are all the windows closed? And
yep, it's curtained and drawn.
is it anything significant to me?
Well, I don't know. You couldn't perceive anything, unfortunately.
No, I couldn't.
Now
that I see it, is it anything that I have seen or?
You don't recognize the carriage.
Okay.
Should I roll perception this?
Perhaps another perception check might be an idea if you see as you're scrutinizing it.
Okay.
Oh.
And as it's gone quite close to you, add +10 to your thing.
I succeed. +6 if you want to do +10.
There is a heady scent, a thick perfume upon the air.
That's kind of what I assumed. I'm kind of like, as it goes by, like I start like just blindly start to take a few steps in its direction.
Unfortunately for you, you're stronger than the pull.
Okay. So I like take a step, but I don't like step in its way. And then as it passes, I just kind of find myself back out in the middle of the bridge.
What was that?
Watching it as it goes.
Erinor, snap out of it.
What?
What was that?
That, my friend.
I start itching my neck.
Was power.
Was power? Well, wasn't that a fucking obscure thing to say?
I mean, you'd have to know where the power lies in order to know more than that, and I don't have that answer yet.
Right, while this is going on, I'm going to start heading down towards here. Let me know whenever I get there.
Are you going to walk through the marketplace, or are you going to walk down through the streets?
I'll walk down towards the marketplace because I want to see as well how much damage was done in that general direction out of curiosity.
Well, as has already been explained, you see 4 buildings well and truly bollocksed by somebody who doesn't know how not to blow things up.
Even when he's trying not to. But yes.
Even when he tried not to, yes.
I just sort of... Is there any guards around by any chance?
No, any guards that were there earlier on in the day. Well, the day before. All what's there now is just a wrecked ruin.
Is there any guards or anything near the market at least, or?
There's none near the market that you can see.
Okay, I'll walk up to one of the random store guys and say, "What happened down there?" And I point towards.
As he firebolts again. What happened down there?
No finger gunning. No.
You're wearing your red robe, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, red
Yes.
rose.
The barkeep, the market stall holder looks at you with fear in his eyes and tells you that the drunken fool had a fire accident yesterday, but he doesn't know any more than that. Would you like to buy some bread?
No, I just wonder because all I can see is obviously charcoal and other things like that. Thanks anyway. I've got somewhere to be, and I start heading towards the thing. I'm wearing my decent robes, by the way, since I know I'm going to the meeting, and I got.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think the guy shit himself?
I was waiting for the evil fire mage to be like, I don't know, do you want your bread toasted?
I'm not evil all the time.
All the time.
I believe there's a song for this. You're a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
Pretty much, yeah.
Twisted fire starter.
The roof is on fire. We don't need.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker. Burn. Hello, my name is Jimmy, and I'm just a dumb white guy. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I heard that song, but yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the sort of thing my guy's humming on the way down here.
Yes.
Apparently you guys know something I don't, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
You should really listen to that.
I'm going to send it to him. Do you have your phone
It was twice last week on the 4th of July.
They have made... Bloodhound Gang have made some such good shit.
You and me, baby, we ain't nothing but mammals, so let's...
Now, see, I've heard that one before.
On Discovery Channel.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is on the same one, but...
No, it's not the same album. Roof is on Fire and Bad Smell is on One Fierce Beer Coaster, which is the one before it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Still fun.
Oh, they're great songs.
I've owned a very small selection of CDs in my day.
Oh, dude, you want...
Sorry, I did actually on now.
Some fire.
God damn it. Ow, that's loud.
No, sorry.
The roof is on fire.
Well,
We don't need more than the motherfucker burn.
Burn, motherfucker.
You see this while fucking Ivan's dancing up the street, yeah.
It's like, burn, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shooting random fire bolts at random people
Like-
going down the street. Like,
You know what?
burn, motherfucker! Burn. Not you, Shyla. He would never do that to you.
Yeah.
Okay, just like Kid Funky.
I can totally see Ivan singing this.
He would as
See
well,
what
that's
the
the problem.
naked, but if you...
Yeah, well, there goes the stream demonetized.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, well, that'd be the copyright claim at some point.
Yep, definitely. Yes. Well, oh fucking hell, I have 10 XP for being such a good fucking singer. Me. Yeah,
There you
I've 10, go on, Randon. I've 10 XP for bringing some culture into Eleanor's life.
There you go. I'll take it. All right.
I
Right,
get XP for setting
okay.
that goddamn fire in the first place. Damn it.
Are you guys good to go for a bit longer, or do you want to leave it there?
I'm good.
Where?
Depends on where you think a good stopping point is. I mean, I'm fighting the yawns, so whenever.
Yeah, because well, you're both going to your main plot points now, which would give us something sort of to push for in the next session.
Okay.
I think that's a good place to leave it.
Obviously, we'll have to catch up for Lucian at the start of next session too. So.
Well, Lucian will have to come into the session after you guys have done what you're doing. Simple as.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's out on patrol for a week, and he's only been gone for about a day or two compared to what you
Fair
guys have done.
Takes
Tell
He's
him
up on Knob Hill, messing with beeholes.
Beeholes.
It'd be like a gorilla song. Oh, upon good old Knob Hill, there is a man. Right. Well,
All right.
All right, thank you for playing tonight, guys. I know we pushed it last minute, sort of thing. You know.
It was good. Are we getting XP even though Lucian's not present?
Yes, you guys have played. Of course, you're going to get XP. Although it was only a small stream tonight, but we started pretty much on time tonight.
Yeah, we did. I think it was a pretty good one.
Good 3.5 hours. I mean, we're at places now where we know what we're doing. I'm going to have to do a lot more reading up on because I've forgotten so much over the last month. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think I almost need to watch the whole last episode. That I was looking on Auntie's channel just to make sure he saved it. It's there, so because I was like, I know we know that girl's name. I knew what was going on, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have to wait for somebody to come and find me at this point. But
we've gone very much off kilter in what we were doing. If Lucian was here, then we'd have continued on with what I had originally had planned. But with him not being here, I've had to sort of change a few things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting part of the town to burn down.
Look, at the end of the day, I think I've told you this before. I'm a reactionary DM rather than a planny DM. I've got a broad outline, but what you see on the stream is pretty much just off the top of my head at the best of times.
Sometimes that's the best way to do it, though.
I think that makes it more fun because it gives it more like free form to us, and we're not trying to stick to what we think you want us to do.
Well, I've got to be honest. It gives it a more organic feel to the game.
Yeah,
I agree.
For sure.
But especially, I mean, how many people would expect a teleporting dickhead
to show up the first time he shows up within 30 minutes, burns down a tavern, and then ruthlessly murders all the survivors?
It's like, hey guys, it's good to see you. Let's go in this tavern and kill everybody.
Hi guys. Yeah. Pow! Oops.
Whoops.
Well, the thing
we walk in. I'm like, no, he's not a fire mage. Oh, fuck.
The thing was, you did everything in your power to. He's not a fire mage. Don't worry, we're fine. And you convinced everybody in the room when he gets up, goes to the bar, calls the barman a dick, and then just blows up the fireplace just to prove he is who he says he is.
Pretty much.
You could have gotten his information without having been a fire mage in the first place. So that's my thing. It's just ask your damn question. Who cares if you're a fire mage?
Well, he asked about the fire mages, or when the guy was giving him evasive answers, he should have said, all right, no problems. If I actually come across where they live, which way would it be, sort of thing? You know, there's ways and means other than the fact of, oh, fuck this.
Or just put some money on the bar and be like, what if I wanted you to tell me anyways?
That would work for most people, but I'm a brash, annoying, adenoidal twat bag with magic powers.
Apparently.
It's literally, isn't it? It's, can you tell me where the bathroom is? There's many bathrooms. I said, I don't know, twat.
Or he just stands up on the bar and starts taking a shit.
The most unlucky people in this game so far are barkeepers.
Yeah, but only when you're around.
True.
And bar kind of rattled actually me as well, because
it actually reminds me of a joke. Here's one for you.
God.
Man goes into the bar. Says to the barkeep, so I bet you $100 I can't stand at this hand of the bar and piss all the way to the bottom into that glass. The barkeep goes, $100. He goes, yeah, you're not going to do it. He says, I tell you what, let's make it even $1,000. Okay. He puts the $1,000 into the barkeep's hand. He goes for a piss and he misses the glass. He gets all over the barman, all over the floor, all over the bar, everywhere. There's piss everywhere. And the barkeep's smiling. He's just won himself $1,000. Yeah, he's going to have to clean up. He's all right. And the guy zips up and says, oh, well, that's $1,000 for you. The barkeep, yeah, sorry, mate. The way it goes, snigger. The guy goes out, stands in the street, and there's another man there, and he goes, I'll have that 50 grand off you now. I said, I told you I could go in there and piss all over the place. He'd be smiling and thanking as I'd walked out.
You gotta know how to play your cards, right?
That's right.
I take it you've never heard that one before.
No, I think I have heard something like it, but not that particular setting. But to me, I smile because I'm like, that's definitely something Aranor would do.
Yeah, it is a joke for you. This is the first dirty joke I ever heard. So it's about 30 years old. Right, Cockerel and a pussycat walking down the road next to a river. And as they're walking down over the other side of the river, there is glorious fields of corn. Fantastic. The cockerel goes, you know what? If I jump this river and get over into that field, I can eat all I want. I can grow as big as a house. And the cat goes, no chance. He goes, no problems. Takes a few steps back, runs, clears the river, no problem, starts eating, grows as big as a house. And the cat's there thinking, well, all right, okay. Where there's all that food, there's going to be mice. If I can get over there, I can get up that river and I can eat. I'll be laughing. Takes a few steps back, runs, jumps, lands straight back down into the river. The moral of the story is, wherever there's a big cock, there's always a wet pussy.
That's awesome.
Are you still streaming this?
Yeah, of course I am.
Of course he is.
Fuck.
I don't think I was going to stop.
We're still. We gotta record our XP. You know, we have to have proof of that whenever you give it to us.
Right.
Proof of that.
So, okay, let's give the first person 300 XP, and that person will be myself for such good jokes.
Yes. 1,000 XP.
1,000 XP
Huzzah.
for Lucian, because he's not here.
Because he didn't hear it, it didn't happen.
Yep.
Well, what if he watches the video? So we have to say that it's only if he was present here tonight he would have gotten
and if he watches the
1,000.
video and takes 1,000 XP, psych, it was fake. Right, Ivan. 100 XP for the good sesh, and let's have a look. How many patrons did
I was going to say, how many people did I eventually kill, including the people in the surrounding fucking buildings?
One,
It was like
apparently?
7
2,
or
3,
8.
4, 5, 6, 7. And have yourself another 70 XP for a murder well done.
Didn't anyone
Wanton
of the
murder
surrounding
and
ones
destruction.
die either?
It was
Oh,
rather
wow.
decisive.
Stop fishing for extra XP. You're not getting it.
No, I don't care about that part.
Most of
I
the
got
people
XP
that
for
live in the houses next door were the patrons in the bar.
that
Come
might
on,
have been
duh.
I was just wondering whether I killed anyone else out of curiosity as well.
No, just the people in the bar. Erenor,
Yes.
100 XP for a good session, obviously, and
Yeah.
an extra 50 XP for just doing what you did. The fact that you were able to get into Ivan's chest and not die. Brandon,
Yeah, so.
I will give you 100 XP
Okay.
for the rather good session. 20 XP for basically fucking the dog with fucking the barkeep off with the dog. And another 20 XP for being blind, stinking drunk, and not killing anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll do. And
All right.
everybody give yourself an extra 10 XP for actually getting where we need to be getting, sort of thing.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not procrastinating like normal.
No, not procrastinating too much like women like we normally do.
Right. Can we spend XP this time or not?
No.
So you could between last time and this time, but now that I'm in the city, we can't. You bastard.
Well, we're literally like in the middle of a
I know.
current task, though.
Doesn't stop the point from being true.
I'm just counting this week and next week as kind of
Right.
one session that's flowing
Right,
together.
Wayne.
I know.
I'm not letting you spend XP because you're in the middle of doing something at the moment.
Uh-huh.
However, at the end of the next session, you may all spend XP
Okay.
because Lucian's here then, and it's fair for him.
All right.
Makes sense.
No,
That's
see,
fair.
what Ivan's thinking of there is now, well, hang on a sec. You guys got to the city before me. You were allowed to spend your XP for Reichel. Now I'm here. I don't get to spend my XP.
You bastard. Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's come across the one thing all players are weak against. A DM who doesn't give a shit.
Just
Yeah,
sounds
no,
like a damn shame.
What was it? What does it? Ivan says the situation. He says, "Wah wah wah."
Pretty much.
Wah.
Yeah, no. Next session, end of next session, you can spend all XP. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Just let
I
you
don't
know,
think
dude.
I spent any last time you let us, so I'm still Up pretty high.
I got so much XP to fucking spend because I have done nothing with it in a long fucking time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
In that case, everyone who is watching or has been watching, see you later, guys.
Bye now.
Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for watching.